And we are here live. Hello, welcome to the Root Winter Tournament 2023, Round 1, Game 25. My name is Guerric. This is Lily.
Hello.
Our players today are eNamorD,
Hi, friends.
Elivaras,
Hello, hello.
MarioMD,
Hi, y'all.
and Mutuca.
Uh-oh.
Mutuca?
I'm a bit shy.
Hey, there you are. All right, thank you so much, everybody. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck, have fun, and I will let you get started.
All right.
Here we go.
Well, who wants to climb some mountains?
Ooh, mountain map.
Mountains are fun.
Spicy.
This could be a bloodbath.
Love national parks.
Set my cameras.
All right. So I think Mutuca starts.
Yes.
Mutuca doesn't pick cats. I'll be greatly disappointed. Just because they said that they wanted to pick cats before this. So I feel like he should pick cats.
Which one's white? Bottom right. They went Eerie. This new mouse is weird.
Very surprising choice.
Yeah, very, very surprising. Not at all deeply standard.
Charismatic isn't. Oh, no. No, this is about to be a bloodbath of a game. There'll be
This-
someone by.
It says there were a lot of red factions there.
You'll find someone to hit, I'm sure.
I don't know to grab them. Oh, no. Let's see.
DJ Think, thank you so much for the 100 bits.
Pressure.
I say new mouse. Lily threw a mouse at me from her suitcase.
I did throw a mouse in from my suitcase because I keep a mouse in my suitcase.
Jack Soon, thank you so much for the Prime sub.
Is this an edge clearing?
No.
It's not an edge clearing. That is one of the 2 non-edge clearings on the map.
No, that's not an edge clearing.
He's got a map right here.
I think the only two that aren't edge clearings are these two.
I think I would go to 5.
Okay, now I need to show
That's fair.
So,
I just want to be next to 10 because someone's probably going to start in 10.
Yeah. How was her aim? It was great, but I managed to dodge anyway.
Hmm?
Throwing the...
Ah,
Cards, yeah. Right.
Yeah, you can decide later.
I can work on my pitch.
Later.
It's not as good as it could be.
Yeah, you obviously have to cater your clearing choice to your hand
Just want
as
vocal
Eerie.
information.
I'm ready. Done.
Oh, yeah.
And 5 is pretty centrally located. You can probably reach anybody from 5.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Just because they're starting charismatic, I feel like 5 is a good way to go.
Says, I think
Just
it
for
should be
safety.
Mario.
At the same time, getting a corner, if you think cats are going to be chosen, so you won't have to worry, having a corner to
Spread this entirely.
have safety roosts is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What a hand, what a hand, what a hand, what a hand.
Keepers are probably the, like...
Goes against every guide, every practice round that I've done up to this point. And yet,
And yet we want it.
choice.
The only choice.
The only choice. Really? What type of...
Strong words.
What type of hand can only go cats? If you have birds, you could go...
If you don't have birds, then you have to set up your keep in the lost, and you want to set up your keep in the lost city. It's the only thing I can think of.
But if you have non-birds, you could also go Lord of the Hundreds.
Unless we could be not familiar with Lord of the Hundreds.
It's possible. I don't know the experience level of these players.
I know there was some. I feel like there was a groan when we saw both Keepers and Lord of the Hundreds in
That's true.
the same faction.
That's
I'm not sure who it was from, but I just remember there being like a slight groan.
I will say I lied slightly. We know Mutuca played in the tournament last year,
Yep.
so I do know that Mutuca is at least somewhat familiar with tournament stuff.
Tournament settings.
Yeah.
Pressure. I don't know if anyone's actually used to tournament pressure.
Yeah, no,
That's a
that's
stretch.
Infamous Lost City keep.
Can we gamble on when the Lost City gets torched? Maybe wait for Scoundrel to be picked first.
No. Gamble now, and then lose the gamble when Scoundrel isn't picked. That's the choice.
Yeah. What's the instruction say here? I should just read this.
Elivaras is one of the foremost otter mains. He's very good. That's interesting to know. Too bad there's no otters in this draft.
I would have loved to see an Otters win. We have yet to see one of those.
Yeah.
And then there's a way. Whatever.
If you have a numpad, there's a shortcut for putting down warriors.
It's just one.
Or just count perfectly. Didn't work out.
I will say cats blend wonderfully into the mountains.
They do.
I've never noticed that before, but they are.
It's particularly true in clearings 5 and 2, which are strangely orange.
With buildings, except leftmost figure. That's the reason they did that first.
It's the outhouse.
For anyone not aware, there. Oh my god, that mouse. There's an outhouse. Oh, right there on the map. In case you never noticed that before.
Now you know.
Now you know.
I'm a little surprised to see the keep in 11 and not in 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a ruin. Not a ruin. Not a ruin.
Killing it. Proud of him.
I love the announcement of not a ruin.
Noticing keep is on 11 and not 10.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got really distracted by the mouse not reacting the way I thought I'd set it to.
Need to populate
Each
the
other
west of the
clearing.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
No outhouse summon. There's a... Never mind. I'm not making the joke.
Okay.
It was just a joke about logs. Yeah. You'll mess up your nice makeup. Don't touch your face.
Don't make me touch my face.
Is keep an essential clearing not risky? It absolutely is risky, Jacksoon. It absolutely is risky. That said, if you put the keep in the Lost City, you can field hospital with any card.
You just need cards.
I think that's it.
So that doesn't
BP token.
that doesn't solve the problem of it being exposed, but it certainly helps.
I believe you.
Now, the fun part about putting the keep in any ruin slot is it makes the Lord of the Hundreds very sad.
Yes.
Whoever else is.
Assuming Lord of the Hundreds actually wants to put out mob tokens, which is not
So
standard at the competitive level.
I am not familiar enough with my Badgers play to dare be so bold, but I am familiar enough. Well, I don't know if I'd say familiar enough, but feel more confident in Lord of the Hundreds.
Game's gonna be bloody.
All right, so homeland clearing on the map edge, 2+ clearings. Well, there is no clearing I think that can satisfy 2+, and I believe my only options are actually this
4.
and this.
I would agree 4 and 7 would be the 2.
One away. All of these are
Yeah.
not even one away. Same with that.
Yep.
And same with that and that. So I think it's only these two.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, what about... Hold on, is that still adjacent, even though it's covered?
Yeah, because this is a homeland clearing. Cats have 3
Oh, right.
homeland clearings.
Okay.
I was hoping it was just the keep.
So if we go in 4,
I made sure to double check.
where can you keep our setup in
Warriors and
7 and 12 or 6 and 3?
Correct.
So if we set up in 7, then keepers have to start in 4.
Yes. They would be stuck to either 412 or 48.
Start here.
Okay, so that just opens. What's that?
Yeah. Just double checking that.
Yeah.
And we'll flip him.
Because if we're in 7, then 4 is 1 away from anything.
Yeah.
Versus being adjacent, which
Stronghold.
now everything is.
There you go.
Stubborn mood card into the mood slot.
Something to point out is that in either case, we're starting in a mouse clearing, which is typically very good for a starting stronghold for rats because it can mean a tea craft, which is a terrific craft for rats.
Or
A
we could start with a
karat-
bag and be very upset with ourselves
Sure.
and hate
sure,
our lives.
Sure.
Okay.
I hope nobody lets me get away with what I said a second ago.
I'm ignoring you.
That happens automatically from what I
I
remember.
think it's better, honestly, than acknowledging it.
Fair.
Yeah. Just make sure you keep them clear.
I'll just go play at Midnight Suns.
Yes.
Well, hello! This is a Minecraft game stream now! How do I get your name off the bottom of the screen?
4.
Aha, you can't.
Okay.
But can I get you to update the overlay?
I am done.
Yeah, you can.
Go ahead,
Oh
eNamorD.
dear. I was having nightmares about having to choose badgers. Um,
Okay, I guess that means we're going
if I choose
scoundrel.
badgers, do I have to set up at 7 and 12?
No, you can set up at 6 and 3.
I think. Oh.
Call Guerric.
Because like 12 is adjacent to enemy homeland.
7-12 or 6-3.
Is 1 away.
Oh, 7 is 1 away.
So I
Yeah.
think it might.
Oh, no, it is 7-12.
Yeah,
It is 7-12.
good catch. I was wrong.
Lord.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
I don't understand what words are.
I guess it's.
I can't count.
Yeah.
or-
Is that count as satisfied as much as possible?
I
If
might
only
as well.
one.
change.
I was
It
looking at
is.
this earlier. You might as well Guerric.
Yeah.
Guerric.
Hello.
What was the question?
If I choose badgers, do I have to start on 7 and 12?
You do, yes.
Oof.
Phew, yeah.
Always scoundrel.
You know, always scoundrel.
Go scoundrel.
On the one hand,
Burn down the lost city.
conventional logic is if you don't have a T, going scoundrel sucks. Or going vagabond sucks.
It
True.
is for C.
However,
It's not the thief, so
scoundrel doing an aid strategy can usually go to the forest every other turn and be fine.
And you have to fight against a
So like with that logic,
warlord per item.
having a non-T might still work. Like we don't necessarily need
all right.
that density of actions.
But on the best hands,
Change it.
Or we'll go keepers.
4 red factions. 4 red faction game. Let's go.
4 red faction game, let's go.
And it's locked.
All right.
Enamored with the
Fours
badgers.
Man, the fours are so hard to read here. I'm gonna go like up here and then around the outside and into the center with the relics.
Yeah. You want me to ping him out
Did I?
while you place?
Was I talking about vagrant? Like, was I talking about vagrant instead of scoundrel?
Yeah, I think you were. Because the scoundrel's a little different.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Despite having
Aw, look at this teamwork.
nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. Despite having
Yeah.
basically everything memorized, I still mix up scoundrel and vagrant's names in my head.
You go right here.
Someone please make a scoundrel meeple, or vagrant meeple with the scoundrel face. That would be great. Just wanted to request that.
Yeah.
Tiny forest.
Any forest. All
I
right.
think that's
Now I
it.
believe it's at your discretion.
It-
Well, I don't really get much of a choice because now I need to choose the homelands, right?
Yes, you choose your homelands, which are 7-12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the last two. That's right.
Yeah,
No,
I believe that you get to place the last few at your discretion, but
no,
This is wrong. This is wrong.
no. You put your badgers down and put the last 2 in non-adjacent homelands. Home
Good.
forests.
Forests.
Homelands, forests, same difference. That would be hilarious if you put them in non-adjacent homelands. Then you go save them from all the other homelands.
This looks like it's going to be brutal. It absolutely is.
That's what I'm hoping for. I wanted blood tonight. That's why I got this super red lipstick, clearly.
Could it have been 3 and 6? Nickel, good thought, but it could not because 7 is 1 clearing away from all homelands, while 6 and 3 are both adjacent to homelands. So you would have to pick 7 and then naturally from there 12 because 7 satisfies the farthest possible.
Yeah, that was my mistake.
Okay. I think I will put them here and here. These two.
Okay.
okay.
Interesting choices.
So I'll start with this.
I love it because I think we opened the path, go to 3 and 6. We've already got 12. That's
Yeah,
three foxes.
we sneak in through the bottom.
All right.
12.
Hey, Evelyn.
That's it.
It is in fact interesting.
All right. Only after all
We-
players have set up.
Test driver. You could be mistaken for thinking that, given it is simultaneously today and tomorrow.
We can do that. If you want to put your VP markers on there too, I don't think it matters, but
It, in fact, does not matter.
It's not matter. Anyway, that was an in-joke for all of you in Wooden Warriors.
Oh yeah. P markers, of course.
I am also sad that the keep is not in the Lost City. Saint Gutfree, thank you so much for the Prime sub. It's very kind. Yeah, poor unchosen Stanley.
Stuck in his little box.
This feels like it's going to be reminiscent of last year's very first game, which was...
Oops, all red factions?
I think it was Eerie Keepers, Corvids, Lizards?
That seems a lot less bloody than this.
It was less bloody, but no less cramped.
That's fair.
you can flip your cards before you take them out of your hand. Probably would have been smart.
On mountain map. That's part of the similarity.
We don't need to leave and come back for this, right? I don't think so.
No.
So we don't need to
No,
do
no, 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 no.
Yeah, I think the fun story is they fix it so you don't need to do that. Now we don't get our colors to match our seats. So
That's exactly what it is.
Yep, I'm just the Blue Badgers. Let's start the game.
All right.
all right.
All right.
You know,
So how do I play this?
if we had lizards in this draft, we were very close to being everyone just pick based on your color.
Could be good with all red factions, putting it lost the amount of
Feel free to just read it out loud. Top.
Overlay could have player color.
For everyone, just to make
It's
sure.
got the faction. That's pretty close.
Breaking any rules. Just do all our
Yeah.
best to keep each other honest.
I know the idea of it.
I guess my question is that not already done
Oh, yeah.
via the top right?
Not a digital faction, so I've never really played them.
I need the cross
Oh,
reference.
no, I had the exact same panic attack when I saw the draft. I think we all did. Like, I hope I'm not last in the draft. I don't want to play the draft, the Badgers or the Scoundrel.
At least with Lord, I had the honor of losing to them at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So am I hearing right that eNamorD does not have much experience with keepers, if any?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
about what I
going
heard.
to encamp twice.
Okay.
They asked specifically pay attention so I don't mess
Full
up.
already.
And I heard them saying something about at least I've played against.
I am.
I didn't hear what the faction was,
Lord
but
of the Hundreds.
Lord of the Hundreds. So
Said the honor of losing against them. That's what I believe. What was said.
we might have somebody who does not have experience with the keepers, which means this is going to be an interesting time because they can be very tough to pilot your first time. TTS names also. Oh, that is a good point, Test Driver. That's a very good point. I cannot argue against that.
And then I decamp both.
Well, that'd be a bold play.
It would.
I encamp and then decamp. I thought decamp was before encamp, but maybe I'm wrong.
I'll skip my
So what's really interesting here is Cats might have gotten picked thinking a Vagabond would have been in the game.
This is
And
true.
now the runes may not get picked up.
This is true.
And especially the Lost City rune. That one cannot get picked up.
anything.
No, because the keep's not in Lost City, right? Keep's in 11.
So I said the keep clearing. The rune in the keep. Yeah.
Oh, I
the
thought you
rune-
said Lost City. Gosh, I'm having difficulty thinking tonight.
I mean, I might have. Someone can, say I was wrong, but
Another build slot in Pass, isn't the other covered by ruins? Yes, Seluna Star. There is one ruin covering a slot in the Pass, in the Lost City. So I think something that eNamorD needs to be very cognizant of right now as keepers is the rats
Spend a card.
on one end and the Eerie on another.
yes.
Okay, we are opening up this path. I think this is very wise. While I hate spending the card as keepers turn one, because that could have gone in our retinue and been actions. But this, I think, gets us an escape route to run over to the other side of the map. And notably, 12-3-6 are 3 fox suits, which is great for recovering.
Sorry, what?
That's why I also very much don't like getting rid of that gently used knapsack, though.
Depends on the rest of our hand. If it's gently
Only
used
foxes.
if it's gently used knapsack and 2 bird cards, then I like this.
That's fair. Or if it's all foxes.
Or if it's all foxes.
Oops, all foxes. Make that joke a bunch today, apparently.
We'll move
Okay.
through here.
Okay. We're battling cats in 12.
Then Battle Delve. Oh no, why are there so many cats?
Yeah, if we do it in 12, we can potentially
Recover.
we can safely delve the relic mouse here
Yeah.
and potentially recover it safely.
Here. Cats, you have an ambush.
I'm not gonna lie, because eNamorD.
Ooh.
Minus one.
Ooh.
Really.
That is a good thing to do early against
There's a
the.
warlord, there's an Eerie, and you're gonna hit me?
Oof.
I know.
I will say, because eNamorD.
No.
Trades.
Oh,
Oh.
Brutal.
Brutal.
wow, that is vicious.
So I cannot delve because
Cannot
I
delve.
have a warrior, right?
But we can move again if we so choose.
Hold on.
No, cannot delve. You need a warrior to delve.
Yeah. So I do not have one. Okay.
Yeah, it's not delve is not just rule, it is also having a warrior. Recover
to
is
actually get it out of there.
yeah, recover is the one that does not need a warrior.
Because there's someone in the way station to take it in.
Yeah, I think the theming of recover is supposed to be that you're like funneling the relics through a network of woodland denizens, which is why it cares about clearings of one suit, is that you have like an underground railway of foxes or
As much as I love the Badgers, I hate how much they reflect the British Museum. Just want to say.
Really want to move.
Because it's what it feels like a little
They
bit.
are. They're very intentionally reminiscent of the British Museum and of the Knights Templar. Anyone who
Take shit they shouldn't.
yeah. Anyone who comes in and says that belongs in a museum.
But first, let me scramble it up so the history of it's lost.
If they want.
They are European badgers, this is true.
I mean,
Wow.
I don't think it get much of a choice.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't.
The lore is ambiguous. It might be their relics,
All right.
but it
But
is
that feel, though.
no, I mean it is very intentionally a might. It is a strong might.
We are living in
Trust me,
so we don't live off the land.
I was heavily involved in development and playtesting, and
Gather rent.
Josh did that with all intentions for it to be deeply ambiguous.
But what I was gonna say earlier was, I'm not gonna lie, I am watching eNamorD's turns a little bit closer than I might have been, because I'm looking for
Card.
any potential mistakes, especially if they call on us.
I'm glad somebody's paying attention, because I'm having trouble
It's
focusing.
Gigi.
Oh, good.
It's the cat.
Good.
She says the Marquise wins. Because cats were made perfect.
And then I draw.
Okay, only putting one card into our retinue.
Down, and I'm done.
Only putting one card in our retinue, but it is a bird card. Goes to Battle Delve. We're a little immobile right now.
A little, but I will say I do like that we actually got the point from clearing a path because we lost the ability to delve.
So
Yes.
I think that worked out well.
People with the warlord, one at the stronghold. All right, anoint. Don't need to choose a different mood. I am going to choose.
Beckett, I actually did ask how I was supposed to pronounce it, and they said eNamorD. So, because I did the same thing at first.
I am going to enter into daylight, craft using strongholds. Nothing to craft. I am going to start by advancing the warlord.
Grandiose has been a particularly popular mood this tournament.
It's a really solid turn one mood.
And I'm not just feeling that. I have it recorded.
Keepers, would you like to ambush?
If I don't,
The first tournament of the world and they haven't even gone yet.
Well, I'm not hitting you because I want to be mean, but yes, we can be friends.
okay, go ahead and roll.
Don't need to roll.
Need to roll because it's defenseless.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you take that away.
Thank you.
1 point for the rats.
Point. Where's my 1 point thing there?
Gets us a single oppressed clearing at the moment.
That is it for the command the 100 step, or advance the warlord. Now I'm going to go on to command the 100s due to grandiose. And I am going to spend.
We started in mouse, but no first turn crafts.
Yeah, no first turn craft. I was going to point that out in a second.
I am going to spend.
But I
Might
pointed it
look
out
pretty
now.
controversial. A bird ambush.
Oh.
Don't worry, there's a second one in his hand.
I was going to say, there's always a little bit of a mind game going on when you spend a bird ambush while you still have other cards in your hand. It makes people wonder, what else do they have?
Only
eye in
ambushes.
sight.
Oops, all ambushes.
So, spend a card to place a mob.
Jacksoon, if you're not first, you're last. So winner moves on to the winner's bracket, losers move on to the loser's bracket.
You have to lose twice, be kicked out entirely.
Yes.
I could lose access to
2 losses, you get sent to the Shadow Realm.
Egg, which kind of sucks. Could also lose access to Wrathful.
We're debating inciting.
Jubilant, I don't really care about. And Bitter, I don't really care about that much. So it's like a 50-50.
If we don't have craftables, it,
Experience would be nice.
If we are inciting, I actually do care about bitter.
if we don't have items to craft via our strongholds, I don't hate the incite gamble on the relic or on the ruin play. I would want
Horde is usually
I would want to bitter if we could, assuming we don't pull a hammer.
Honestly, I find losing bitter to be more painful than losing wrathful.
and
Wrathful
Bird Ambush.
is not as
I told you they had both, and I was right.
When I got the draw, just keep them in my hand. Might as well assure that other people don't have them.
And now they're in the discard.
All right.
Yowza.
So that's insight. I'm gonna oppress for 1 point.
Anyway, to finish my thought, Wrathful is good, but it's not top tier mood the way it often looks to less experienced players. So
The only time I feel it is top tier mood is if Woodland Alliance is in the game, and they
Sure.
are not.
Certainly, it is much better against Woodland Alliance or against Keepers.
4 cards in the discard, 3 ambushes.
That's
That's so amazing. Where are the other 2?
Only play on digital.
It does sound we have some people who are
What place
newer
you would?
to TTS.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Mario who said they'd only used TTS for Gloomhaven up to this point.
Or podcast. Craft using March.
Fusion, that seems very probable. That seems very probable. And if you were between those 2 factions, Scoundrel or Rats, despite lacking items, I would certainly pick Rats.
I feel Lord of the Hundreds can be more flexible without items than a
I would say
Vagabond
so.
can be without tea.
A Scoundrel is
This
the worst Vagabond by a country mile.
future.
Leave that cute little kitty cat
Yes.
alone.
Take up 3 actions.
Stanley's adorable.
Cards.
Stanley also sucks.
Wow, Stanley less than Monine?
Yeah.
Wow, you heard it here, folks. I didn't think you wanted to turn enemy the chat, but I guess that was not on the plan for today.
So,
All right, so we're building a sawmill in
yellow.
5.
Then
Specifically yellow.
one action. Then overwork. Discarding.
I love that we were looking to build in yellow, but we just chose not to build in the keep and keep that slot open.
Yes.
Yellow.
Notably, we didn't spend our wood the first time, but we could.
Overwork. Placing the wood. Build.
We're getting there.
Using the wood.
We cannot touch 3 or 7. I wouldn't mind seeing one in 9, but that could potentially get
If you
Not.
put it in 9, it probably dies.
unless.
Yeah.
Well, if you recruit, it might
It's like
incentivize them to go down towards 8 into rat territory.
But nope.
It might. So yeah, if
Actually, yeah.
Okay, in 6. Ooh, whoa.
I think there's
I mean,
3 options I like here. I think putting a workshop in 9
I mean,
so that it dies and you can rebuild it easy.
Mm.
Putting a recruiter in 6 like we did because that can help us ward off the badgers. Or if we have
but is
a
that
bird
you're going to
card.
be recruiting here?
if we have a bird card going in 9 and recruiting there is not terrible.
You're going to be.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
here. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like that's probably just going to be a claim.
But I
If-
do think going in 6 is a very clever move to kind of be a little bit of a blocker for the Badgers, even though Badgers had a terrible first turn.
Yes. Yes.
And it was mostly your fault.
I also maybe wouldn't hate
Turn.
opening this path and building here.
Oh, that's a good point.
Just
We might not get access to it later,
Right, that's my thought, is use it while you can.
but we might not have the cards
We might not have the cards.
that we want to give up for that.
sure.
Right.
It says I get
That one's really card hungry, and I don't know if it's worth that cost.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks, bro. And how do I get out of here? Click here to end turn.
Okay.
Cats need to throw down recruiters ASAP, build their card draw, and field hospital like crazy. This is probably true.
And
Oh no.
What a surprise.
yes.
I appreciate the
Games.
the spirit.
I kind of can understand
Oh.
because
Yeah, they did craft loam. I completely missed that.
nice. It's a good loam. Love those eyes. Best eyes.
And those explain where our third card went.
How frisky do we want to get this early?
Okay, I moved 4.
I can understand when people see arrows, you either start with the arrow and go reverse, or you can start at the bottom of the arrow and follow the arrows.
Right.
I can see both ways very
Right.
easily.
Right.
Not that I choose to play.
Anyway, finishing my thought, I think that going for a recruiter-heavy strategy as Cats is obviously certainly one way to be successful here. I think there's a world where you don't go super recruiter-heavy, and it still works out, so long as you're able to keep the heat off of you. It's going to require a lot of maneuvering, dancing, some talking above the
Prancing.
table.
Okay.
Yeah, to keep the other three busy with each other, and I think you could get by without going super recruiter heavy.
Now,
1 point.
can we convince the Lord of the Hundreds to careen into the Eries? Now the question.
There's some serious.
All right.
You have to be careful where the dominoes fall because you don't want keepers to be let off the hook.
If I had any of the like tea or coins or whatever, I'd play Vagabond in this. This
Yeah.
is going to be
2 cards a
100%.
turn. Jacksoon, the fairy is once per turn. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I
Lake map's all right for Cats though.
All right, so we didn't camp.
Of course.
I'm not sure how I feel about two
Two
jewelry
jewelry?
way stations.
all right. No decamp. I recruit. Yeah, I recruit in this mouse clearing.
Soup kitchens.
Oof.
There goes our game.
We needed that. That actually is a weirdly strong card for Badgers, depending on how much they decide to delve.
It's cute, but it's one of those things that ends up rarely mattering.
That's true.
By the way.
It might matter for Woodland Alliance more than anyone else, but
Every now and then, it enables some
Also, I definitely
cheesy recovers,
Oh no, absolutely.
but most of the time it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna come over in that direction. So
So I like recruiting.
Hmm.
I think we need recruits right now, and I think we need to decide where we're spreading. But on that note, I think we need to spread to 6 and not to 12, which means I'd rather recruit in 3.
Totally put out the wrong way station.
Ninja Puffin, thank you so much for the 8 months.
okay, I feel better about these way stations now.
All right, it is now tablet.
Yeah. But that one did not have a tablet on it. And I
Okay.
think I will actually recruit over here in this case.
Sorry, didn't mean.
The Soup Kitchens work with relics. It does, BJ Wuth. It's just that usually doesn't matter.
It's not very obvious that they're double-sided.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I will say they did their best to make it obvious they were double-sided, but being the tokens that they are, it's hard to make anything obvious.
You would be amazed how few people realize that the Waystation pieces show their reverse icon on the front.
So
That little circle there in the shape of a figure is the reverse side of this. It's a figure. on the other side.
Yeah.
Very few people realize that.
For pretty much everyone except birds.
Yeah.
Or they just don't trust them like Gooey Kablooey.
You say that, but like at the rate these clearings are evaporating, we may have a hard time building here soon.
Cat's concerned about building.
Yeah, no crafts.
Reasonably.
Act with retinue. I can do a move.
I would have liked to see 2 recruits, honestly. I feel like we're a little bit thin right now.
Depends on our cards, unfortunately.
I
Yeah.
decline to move. Then do I want to take a risk? 50% chance.
That is a 50% chance. But then it would be a 25% chance to recover safely.
Okay. I'm gonna battle delve here.
I was gonna say, I don't know that I'd bother with delving at the moment.
Ambush.
Thank you. I was
Oh, and I'm using.
forced into a chair for an hour. It was great.
Was it only an hour?
Only an hour.
No, sir.
I had to drive 40 minutes, though.
Okay.
0-0.
The dice says friendship is
And
required.
it's
3.
I lose the faithful retainers.
Oof. I would not. I don't like burning our retinue right now.
It's a little rough to start.
I really think we need to focus on getting our retinue up and staking out one more clearing for ourselves
Absolutely. You can roll 0.
behind cats. Use cats as our shield, our barricade from rats and Eerie.
I have an action. I'll just use it. I'm gonna battle again.
No English.
Okay. I don't hate this. Oh, no. We have devout knights. We have devout knights. That badger lived. No.
God, that's so risky.
I'm just imagining that as like a badger returns from battle victorious, and the chief back at camp's like, I heard you died.
Clearly a zombie!
One relic for 3 points.
So, a part of me, who's insane, would have recovered that other tablet in case it was the one, so I could have recovered both.
That's fair.
Because I'm insane and I would be fine burning my retinue.
I wouldn't bother with that, but I get why you
We didn't
would.
burn the card.
We also didn't burn the card. Players are not catching the badger mistakes. They are obligated to if they notice it. Granted, I can't police that and enforce that, but
Did you already discard a card for recovering?
Oh, I forgot about that rule.
You can choose not to recover.
Okay, can I roll back to daylight?
It's up to them. Don't call on us.
I mean, we know what Guerric would say.
Actually, I
have
haven't
you done
even
a
lit
card?
up plan yet. Nothing happened yet. I haven't done anything in evening. Yeah,
But you said you would to
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
It was declared.
they didn't call on me.
It's fair.
But I do lose my 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
that's right.
I guess.
You roll fewer matching clearings and take away its value.
Man, recover is
Okay.
a monster of an action to deal with on your first
I want to have some.
playthrough, because you have to contend with the fact that it is caring about a separate axis of rule than Delve is.
Doesn't have any actions left other than a move.
No,
recover.
instead of a recover, I'm going to do one move.
Not to there. That's the
I'm
keep.
going to discard a card to open this.
Chaos! I'm gonna cause some chaos today.
On to evening.
I love that move.
That's actually hilarious.
I love that move.
Hey rats! Hey rats! Here, have a path. Bye. Bye.
Finishing my thought. In addition to the fact that recover works on a separate axis of rule than delve, so you have to think in 2 different axes at once. Recover is also really confusing because if you haven't read the law, you probably don't realize that you can recover multiple relics from a single card recover action.
And if you're confused about badgers in general, check out the Badgers Guide on MakeCraftGame.com.
And then
I'm gonna do it anyway. I am shameless.
All right, we tossed a bake sale into the move column. I don't know what a bunny move is getting us right now.
Out of the keep.
Go down there.
It's getting us out of the keep.
Warrior and a relic. Oh, that's so tempting.
It's extremely tempting. But you have a warlord at your door now.
you'd be overextending, but 3 points.
I would definitely be overextending. That is
Mhm.
very true.
Yeah, let's not just give the game to the birds.
I'm curious, do you think that opening that path just makes the warlord go for 3?
It's true. I would have
It
to
might. So, like,
and go all the way over there.
it's a really spicy gambit because it maybe means that rats come for 11, but it maybe means they come for 3, like you said. That said, they could have come for 3 through 7 anyway.
That's
So-
true.
So it's not like they didn't have access in the first place.
Okay.
This just creates a separate target to dilute the waters
Table
and draw attention.
lead the Badgers,
That's a very good point.
which is not very preferable
I mean-
this early.
I'm in a pretty bad position already. I couldn't do anything against you. But yeah, you'd still be drawing heat.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, what a play to come into this game and be like, man, I never played the Badgers before. I just don't know what I'm doing. And then just like roll the table with, all right.
That's one way to bluff.
You
Just
know-
be like, I'm confused.
I learned this game by watching last year's winter tournament. Like
Aw.
literally learned the game by watching it.
That's adorable.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that.
Well, I am going to start by raising at each mob, remove all buildings and tokens. So we are going to remove this ruin.
What do we get? What do we get?
See what we get.
What am I gonna
Boot.
gonna get?
One of the ones I actually wanted.
So yeah, so it's not a bag.
Quite recall. Does that give a point?
Nope,
Not for you,
Not for me.
not for you.
only for VB.
Only for VB. Okay.
Call a point, but not for you.
Um,
Uh,
actually, I'm not experienced enough with the rats. Garrett, can I just double check that?
please repeat the question.
Does raising a ruin give a point to the warlord?
It does not.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I think it's not an enemy piece. So
Honestly, I think the
That
boot,
makes sense.
like, while I would have preferred a prowess item, the boot is not a bad item to get.
Yes. So finishing my thought.
Remove the ruin if it's empty. Yeah. No.
Yeah, the bag is the worst possible pull from the ruins because it's both a command item and it shuts down your best mood.
Yep.
Boot shuts down a mood that you don't care about by the time you are pulling ruins items because Jubilant is explicitly for putting down mob tokens.
Honestly, I would have probably preferred. I think I prefer a sword for the prowess items, but
Well, I know it cannot go to the keep.
which means it has to go to Lost City.
Yes. So this
problem is, it's like I can go and like place it Lost City.
You have to place it
and
at
it's
Lost
also,
City.
like, I have a
you don't have a
33%
choice.
chance.
You don't
Well,
have a
no, I
choice.
don't. I do. Oh no, you're right. Sorry, I thought I could do it here. You're right. I have to put it in Lost City.
what's bag good for? All sorts of things. It is your relentless mood, and relentless is your best mood because it says that whenever you advance and you both move and battle, you may take an additional move or battle
Warriors equal
as
to
part of that advance.
Warlords clearing.
So it basically gets you a third action when prowess already gives you 2,
Yes.
which is
One warrior
undeniably good.
Yes. I mean, in root,
at stronghold.
extra actions
Are everything.
are everything.
Which is why Corvids hate their lives.
Choose a different move. Out with the grandiose.
In with the new.
So this is
Action economy, just like Ma used to make it.
My mom never made me extra economy. Who am I gonna be?
Who am I today?
One of two
Which
points I'm making here.
Oh my gosh, you could relentless from the keep into
I
3.
can either be coming down here and going for points and kind of stretching myself
I
thin,
mean, you
or I can be
could.
You could move battle. Oh wait, no, you need another prowess item. Never mind.
considering
I
there's
think losing Relentless early on isn't too bad, as it's not super helpful in building up. I'd take the command action, but lavish it away mid-game for a late-game
This is
push
like-
with Relentless. While true, you'd rather not have to lavish at a potentially inopportune time. And Relentless is sometimes helpful early game if you're getting jammed in clearings.
but on the way there, I would probably get
I
them.
just realized Badgers are playing Badgers, but with the spirit of Stanley.
Because it's like if I go relentless, I could like move battle, move battle, which would probably get 4 points. But yeah, that comes with a lot of heat. It allows the Badgers to reset, and I don't think the Badgers need to
No,
be
I
at
would
that
not reset.
early.
I still got this guy.
Oh, that's true.
That one guy would have to suicide
Basically,
into the
you've been
cats.
putting me out of the game. So, you know.
Yeah,
you wouldn't want to do that to a friend, right?
of course.
There's, of course, some argument to rolling into 10 in order to protect our mob token there.
That's a good point.
Granted, if we go to 10, we are the target of Eerie. Just we flat out are, because
Well, we got 8 still.
we have 8 still, but Eerie
And then we're the target of here.
still a pretty solid chance Eerie go for either 12 or 10 in that case.
Yeah. I do think, though, leaving a cat workshop in 10 could
So,
be
first
potentially
thing I'm gonna
dangerous.
do-
It can.
I was in the mood. I cannot go back. Craft using strongholds.
Okay, we're going
With my
rowdy.
Fox stronghold, I'm gonna craft the anvil.
Okay. We have the anvil.
Snag the anvil. Nope.
I would go and protect 10 even more now, just because I'd want maybe to get the other anvil.
All right, so we're looking pretty good.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not like that other anvil does anything for you until you get an additional prowess item. And I don't know if you care enough to go after the sword ruin, particularly with a keep on one of the ruins. So if you end up pulling the bag out of 9 or 10 and the hammer out of the other, you're not going to go get the sword out of 11.
With 2 pros, I wouldn't...
Command the 100.
Oh, we're not rowdy. Never mind. If I knew we were getting the anvil, I think I would have advocated more for Relentless and just gone through
Strong.
the keep and then into 3 just to be the complete hatred of the table. But I also...
You want to kill that relic, don't you?
I want to kill everything. Everything should die.
And then
I realize my laugh doesn't help. I cackle. I'm just channeling my inner Venom. Let's be real here. I guess I want to eat everything then.
Yeah.
Can I have a mint?
Yes, you can.
Speaking of eating everything.
I'm gonna move with my second command. I'm gonna move 3 down to here.
So we built in 4 and we shored up our defenses.
And then what I'm gonna do?
I think we might be going for 4 and then 8.
to Take 4, move up to here with prowess and fight the cats. Would you like to ambush me?
I decline this turn.
All right, this turn, but next turn. All right, let's roll.
All right, take a loss.
1. Oh, sorry. Nope, don't touch that. That's yours to touch. I will take a rat away. And then with command the hundreds, number 2.
Insolent Noisemaker, welcome! We're having fun.
So I want to point out the only thing I don't like about this course of action
Push me.
is having not brought enough warriors from 12. We had enough, we just didn't do it.
All right, 1.
Yeah, I feel like we're leaving 4 a little undefended, but who's gonna go for it?
Maybe Eerie?
I will say Badgers are jumping for joy because they got out of a very potentially terrifying situation.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. There we go. That is all of my commands and advance the warlords. Now I'm going to not incite because I don't have any cards. I am going to oppress. I have 3. 1, 2, 3. Oppress for 2 points. And draw 2 cards because of Rowdy.
Yeah, in general, I think 2 to 3 warriors is fine to defend a single stronghold.
My turn.
So I would have taken 1 to 2 more out of 12 along with us.
Agreed.
All right.
I could see the fear that since birds are right on our doorstep for 12, that we might not want to have gone there, but
And cats managed to not lose any buildings, right?
they did.
Cards. Decline.
Pretty solid.
Oh well.
Oh no, did we have
No,
something?
no,
Did we have something in 9?
No, we did not. No,
We'll go ahead.
we did not build there like I originally had.
Card.
We just had a cat there.
We just had a cat.
Jason clearings. To remove the thing.
It does not need to match.
Just hate how much I have to expose my digital experience here. All right.
The question was, do you need, when you discard a card for a closed path on the mountain map, does it need to match one of the connected clearings? And it does not. You just spend any card.
That is one misconception I see quite often. I feel like that should be on the list of root misconceptions.
It's because it's honestly weird. Almost always you have to match in root.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the rare cases where it's just a card.
Reaction. There's no
That's a good
bird
point.
cards. Moving this guy right here, and actually,
That game was just brutal. That game was just blood. I think there was like 5 warriors on the end of the board at the end.
let's do this. Expose.
Moss Fusion, as Attack Cowboy pointed out, formal doesn't need to match.
Yeah. Get these guys out of here.
Okay, so we built a 3rd recruiter, getting that card draw up.
So that's one build action.
I'm curious to see if we now switch to sawmills. Or if we stay
Well,
on the recruiter path.
You say that, we only have 1 building slot right now.
True.
Going to be in our recruit.
We have an extra action. Do we get rid of the mob in 10?
It's a point, and it potentially denies an action at the same time. Maybe that's Erie's battle that we're denying from them, meaning they have to battle us.
True.
All right. Recruiting.
I mean, unless we can maybe convince him to go down to 8. Okay, so we are recruiting. Making it a little harder for Badgers in their corner.
Guys, I know
This board is very full already, and it's only round 2.
Yep.
I have a both happy and sad feeling that tonight's going to be a long game.
Chose a heck of a night to start at 8 p.m. instead of 7 p.m.
You're gonna lose this workshop, by the way.
This is more of a problem for me than it is for
yeah.
you.
You can always leave me.
Hmm?
You can always abandon me.
No, I can never.
I wanted to say, if the violence...
Choose to attack. Do you have an additional ambush card in hand?
I will not ambush.
If the violence fails to manifest in a meaningfully bloody way, it's possible for cats to
Here, I'll let you remove that piece.
get very stuck without building slots and without enough aggressive power of their own to go take building slots from other people.
Great. But if we don't see blood, who win? I guess Badgers win?
I draw 2
Pretty
cards.
much, yeah.
Draw. And then I end my turn.
Okay. I will put the bird in a move. Oops. Okay. I mess up here, but
Okay.
now it's okay.
Recruiting in 1, signaling an intent to go to 8, probably.
Potentially. I was curious to see if we opened the path to 5, honestly. That was one thing I was very curious if we would do.
Bird.
Yeah, we're going for 4. With 1 battle, we don't wipe this out,
I will attack the.
but we maybe kill the warlord.
No.
Any ambush, Elivaras?
No ambush. Go ahead.
I will say the way that Mutuca just said Elivaras was wonderful.
That's a dead rat.
A very dead rat.
The chunker rat is dead.
Should lose 2, not 1.
Yes, should lose 2.
I knew I should have taken one more warrior with me. It's a mistake.
Here. points. Let me see.
So rats get another turn
Okay, that's it. I will not draw 2 cards.
to defend themselves. So I think this ends up being not ineffectual, but not as impactful as it could have been.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
This
All right, guys. How do we turmoil the birds? Kidding. Sort of.
because that could have been disastrous, and instead it's just going to basically deny us.
I know how we turmoil the birds really easily.
Definitely
Not
rough.
easily,
It's gonna-
but
I'm gonna need
not,
another
possibly.
consolidate some
We
forces.
move partially out of 12 into 4 as Warlord, and then let cats come in and build in both of those slots.
But yeah, it looks like it's
Maybe.
gonna be a
Just
decent
fill all of the building slots.
I mean, Erie still have a battle, and potentially more.
start
But if they don't have a build.
expanding out this
Right, but they build
Well,
after battling.
yeah, I know.
pretty soon.
Yeah, it's only going to get more bloody.
Just clearly rely on those 0/0s that are definitely going to happen.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well, we can't encamp.
Four red factions is not what I was.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, we do. Yeah, there's a slot in 3. We
What a perfect map.
we couldn't camp in 3.
We're gonna have just like a bloody brawl. Do it in the mountains. Just shove everyone towards the center.
But we cannot encamp in 11. We cannot encamp in 7. And our remaining way station is figure or jewelry.
Okay. In camp.
Put out the figure and just do the triad? Or do jewelry?
Gorky, thank you so much for the 19 months.
No decamp.
Hi!
Recruit. I spend 2.
Second coins card that Badgers have revealed.
A lot of craftables hitting the discard.
Yeah.
I mean, where are they going to get the bunnies from?
Get 4.
All on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah. I still don't understand that rabbit move.
Bird song on
Just to get out of 11.
But we can only go back to 3.
the daylight.
Yeah, why not?
Craft Corvid planners.
Oh, we have a core of planners. Never mind.
Okay, I was wondering if that's why we kept 1 card last round and had put the bunny move. I was wondering. Heroic Logic, thank you so much for the gift sub.
I want more waffle cookies now.
Oh my god.
I want any waffle cookies because you ate them all. All right, so the Corvid Planners opens up our game a lot.
Yes.
Maybe a saving grace.
A lot. It doesn't solve our issues with warrior density, but
evaluate the board state. Cats ahead on the score track as usual.
it means we can flow like water into the gaps on the map if they exist.
I know you're not. You have 1 building slot left.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm helping you out by
Very,
opening up more building
Looking
slots.
pretty good.
Yep.
Warlord has like nowhere to really go. And is probably the best counter to Yuri right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're still friends, Warlord. Because I'm so tempted to just sneak in here.
I know. Yeah, it's the dilemma of last turn. It's like I was
Yeah.
tempted to come for you, said no.
Yep. We're friends. All right.
We're friends.
friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a very tempting. Go from 11 to 12 and 12 to 4 and then just beat the shit out of 4.
No, if
That is very tempting.
I might as well work on my game plan, which
I mean, this is
understand 100%.
this is a moment ripe for negotiations, is because keepers have rats over a barrel, and they can say, "Hey, we can be friends. I know that I'm the big target for you."
Well, Keeper's death said, Brats, because you didn't come for me last turn, I'm not coming for you this turn, is like a sign of friendship.
It's tough, yeah.
And I think I would have flipped that the other way around. I would have been more assertive about me doing you a favor rather than me repaying a favor.
They require assaulting the.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, in this game, I don't think you'll be able to root 3.
Yeah.
What faction is favored to win here? Asked by Archangel Lilith. Anyway, on paper,
Friendlier game.
keepers are eerie, I would say,
What I think about this
are the most likely.
Then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Waterman rule." And we're like, okay.
I know Waterman rule, such a killer to fun.
You heard it here first. Waterman hates fun.
You heard it here first.
I mean, you're sitting on 3 points. You got a bunch of tablets nearby you. I don't like the fact that you're near me. I would love for you to go punch birds. I'd love for us all to go punch birds.
Yeah, I kind of am not in position to punch birds.
Rats in the moment are sort of like, hey, birds are mine. Dibs on birds.
Also, cats might not be like in the lead, but we can't just let them do whatever they want either.
Yeah.
Because
yes.
rats and birds are in a forever war, then cats just
You guys should just police
me
everybody.
down.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what? Normally I'd be like, you know what? Totally true, man. Or like I would lie and be like, no, I'm not a threat. But in this particular map, in this game state, like with 4 red factions, I'm like, I think y'all could literally murder each other off the map, and I don't know if I'd still have enough building spaces.
I mean, I thought I would end up with cats when I saw the flop. So
That's why we picked Mountain,
I
because we
wish
thought
I
we were
could
going to end with cats.
I wish we could. If I could show you my hand.
That's a smart pick. That's a smart pick if you think you're going to end with cats and Scoundrel. I think picking Mountain isn't the worst decision.
Right. Your biggest danger is that it enables keepers games dramatically.
Not with the rest of the stuff!
Right. You can maybe count on that faction grouping to be enough of a natural counterbalance to keepers that the mountain map is not too advantageous to them. Mm-hmm. And then like you said, mountain being good for cats and scoundrel means I think it was probably the right map pick.
Yeah, you don't care about
I would
really
agree.
morphin movement, so you could kind of just go on a journey.
I do believe that, like, Vagabond actually had a very good chance with the amount of blood that's happening.
That does put you close to the birds.
Yes.
So it'll allow me.
It's just tough because it's the worst vagabond.
However,
don't at me.
Put the relic in danger of being taken by the birds.
He's mentioned it twice. He clearly wants to be added.
do you need a warrior to recover?
I don't know.
Oh, you're saying could you leave a warrior behind or something?
Worst means less heat.
I could just abandon the relic there
Maybe.
and then recover it at the end of my turn.
I mean, at this point, do you play Riverfolk Company? Just being like, guys, this is the worst faction we've never won. We didn't win haven't won at this tournament, and we were such a low win rate last tournament. Like, I'm not a threat here. Just give me more warriors. Clearly, it's the way to go.
What phase are you in right now? Are you still on recruit? Or
Bay in the Bay, that would be significantly
I
better.
finished my bird song, I finished recruiting,
And more thematic.
and I did my craft. So I'm in daylight.
Is it because he's throwing his shoe at you? Is he that one guy who threw...
No, it's because he's doing the Omewa no Shinderu thing. Because he's the swift strike.
Gotcha. No, my brain just... Okay. You're speedy, so you exhaust the boot. I get it.
Yeah, it's the nothing personnel kid.
I was just remembering that one guy who threw his shoe at George Bush and then proceeded to take off his other shoe and throw it at George Bush.
don't have enough troop.
Oof.
Wow. Don't the
Yeah.
But what if it's a lake?
Keepers seem a little bit at a loss what to do here.
They do.
They did, to recap, they encamped in 3, the jewelry way station.
They recruited twice.
And they recruited twice.
And now we are standing here.
I think this is where the idle voice line would pop in.
Do do do.
What? No, like where you're playing a video game and the character's just like, yeah, we got all day here or something like that. Something snarky about, addressing the fact that they've been standing in place for 20 minutes.
I was asleep for 300 years. I could wait another 300.
Yeah, what's the great one that the Hydra goons say in Midnight Sun? They're like, yes, boss, they're just standing there.
Okay, I do like this.
With the bird.
I do
We
too.
still control 3, so we have at least 2.
Second move.
Going for 5 is interesting.
We're just chilling out here, I guess.
Onto battle delve.
I mean, if Eerie opens up that path and comes for 5, that's a delicious. That could potentially be more for me.
But yeah, I like going for 6 for the reasons we were talking about before. It uses cats as a barricade for us, and it
If you don't rule.
I have Corvid planners.
Oh,
and it stakes out 2 fox clearings for us.
He's cheating.
Don't call Guerric.
Mountain path.
We are playing Stanley. But that is a good slot for opening mountain paths.
Okay, yeah. So we are running around opening paths to try and incite violence against the cats,
Or just anyone, really.
which I really enjoy. I want to point
No,
out.
don't leave one
Cats
behind.
here or not. And I
You can safely leave one behind to make the way stations not free and to bypass live off the land.
That's
'Cause-
fair. I'm just wondering if we're going to use the move because we can't recover. So when we have a move
Yep,
in,
yep, Mario.
Huge choice.
we
I mean,
have a move in our
UI
move recover
decision,
column.
nothing.
We haven't battled yet.
Decision you're gonna be making next turn.
That was our first column.
alternatively, I leave a warrior here and I do the battle delve here. Right.
Right.
Attack Cowboy.
That is true.
How are you playing both Badgers and Crows?
I
Tell
don't
me
get
more.
cats. I don't lose any warriors. So
Ow.
the problem just gets
Okay.
worse for me.
Yeah, I
because
just snapped my
can't
shoulder.
Do anything around here.
I don't know really how it's bad for you to have. Well,
Sorry, what was that?
Ah, I see.
Mm.
You play Crows and Badgers by
Okay.
crafting Corvid planners as Badgers.
Because I think I
Okay, so we're leaving one behind and we're leaving the rel.
birds in the short term.
I see what you mean.
So having cats, I mean, it depends on what Mario's playing.
So the issue with this for me is it doesn't allow you to rule 6, so so delve isn't as safe.
Battling this early, I don't know how reliable that would be, but it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like, does that put cats in a position where
If
they just have to sit there kind of rebuilding every single turn instead of being able to help police? Which, I mean, Erie's in a pretty good position right now, and I'm fighting for my life, trying to not let my strongholds die.
if the plan is to recover,
Yeah.
I think we should just take all 4 down to 6. Expect to lose one of them in battle.
Mhm.
Battle the cats in 6. No, because we want to battle. We want to delve the 1 and 3.
it's really hard for me.
We're in a kind of rough position here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We maybe
But you can see my
should not have encamped in 3.
Yeah,
Just to get that extra warrior.
Just to have that extra warrior.
I'm also just
Because then we could have taken 4 down to 6, but still had 1 warrior in 3 to delve with.
That's a good point.
Recover the
my buildings and
2
stuff,
tablets
so I can build more. I don't know.
potentially.
well, here's an idea. You move your warriors to fight the Eyrie, and I destroy your building
Wow.
and clear it out
Working
for
on
you.
I can destroy.
And if we're not recovering, finishing my thought before they move on, I think we don't need to leave the relic in 3 if we're not recovering.
Cooperation.
I agree. I'd rather keep the relic with the group if we're not recovering it.
Yeah, I mean, I say don't
And away from our other cardboard.
go across
Mhm.
the map and go fight the Erie.
Don't have 1 really juicy clearing, have 2 less juicy clearings.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Spread that liability.
Move back behind my lines and just punch your stack of sweet points that are sitting on the board. So you should probably get
Very
those off.
true.
Don't tempt me, friend.
Don't tempt me with a good
But
time.
yeah, I mean,
And also don't threaten me with a good time. I don't like either of those things. I just don't like good times. That's why I'm here. I'm glad that sometimes that can be funny.
Cats would have to go for it because birds are too far, and Rat's king is dead. Rats are... Oh, interesting. Rats are going to get 2 recruits naturally in 4, 1 naturally in 12, and then they anoint in 12. That's enough to go storm into 3 if you just leave 4 with two warriors to defend it. Which is fine in my book.
Oh no.
What's up?
There it is, I think.
We just retracted a point.
Where'd this bird come from?
We just retracted a point for removing that clearing.
Did we
but
never
we never
gain it?
gained it.
Oh no.
We started this turn at 2 points.
Okay.
You're right.
I am. That's because I wrote it down. I know what you start at.
This guy moved out. These 4 move here. This one guy moves here.
That's not possible. You need to move a bunny move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna battle delve here.
No one is checking the badgers here.
How many moves was that?
So it was 2 moves total. So this guy started here. These 4 started here. This guy started here, right?
One of those needs to be a rabbit.
Like, I know we're trying not to fight each other, but if you get 2 relics here, are you intending on recovering them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
And I mean, it is kind of a risk though, because I might only be able to recover 1. But if this is a 2 or a 1, I'll be able to do it.
Granted, if we could have legally done this,
okay,
I think this is the
revealed.
This is the better thing to do.
I mean, honestly, I think moving from 11 to 3 is fine.
And then I recover.
Both of them. Nice.
And I lose this card.
Again, don't love burning our actions, but it gets those relics off the map, which means our liability is off the map.
Any number going to the same place orientation player. Okay, no, yeah, okay, never mind. Good.
Yeah, any number.
So we should be at 6 points.
Yep.
But we decided to hurt ourselves.
All right.
Yeah, playing on hard mode.
Land. Unfortunately.
We also got an extra move, I guess, so it kind of balances out.
Kind of balances out.
For food instead. Gather retinue. Replace the card I lost.
Is that the coin card we revealed earlier? Or is that the 3rd coins?
I think it might be the coin card we revealed earlier. Because we pulled a card back for undoing the...
It was a boom or bust turn, right?
We pulled the card back for removing the...
I thought we'd spent the 2nd coins for recruiting.
Not gonna lie, that last turn was a little bit long and a little bit confusing.
Because I thought we used Charm Offensive for the path.
I also thought we used a bunny card for the path.
Honestly, you want buildings to die, right?
Pat, it was never gone. I don't know. This is like the 2nd time I've told you that. It was never gone.
Yeah, we used Protection Racket and Birdie Bindle to recruit, and we used Charm Offensive to...
That could be a could kind of screw me.
We used Charm Offensive to open the path. The thing we got confused is I think Charm Offensive went to the bottom of the stack.
Gotta do that.
Gotcha.
Anointing this rat. Into the supply. Choose a different mood. Well, we're going to have to go with stubborn.
Wait, we
I
didn't...
don't think there's really...
No, what about our rats in 4? What about our stronghold rats?
Yes, I think that's everything. Craft.
You do, in fact, recruit at
I'm going to craft.
You do, in fact, recruit at strongholds, even if you don't control them. Fun facts.
And throw that into...
Okay, we got the T.
Is that...
Blocking off Grandiose.
Unfortunately, don't...
See, now I want that hammer. That 2nd hammer.
Yeah, now it'd be good to have that 2nd hammer.
Oh, wait, I missed my recruit.
Did we...
We just missed recruit entirely. Okay.
Did we spread...
We did have 4 warriors in that clearing.
What is it, Grandiose?
Did the one in 10, the mob in 10 die?
Yes, the cats killed it.
Cats did kill it. Okay.
Just put that.
I was there for that.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I didn't recruit. I'm past phases. I'm screwed. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed that.
I will allow it. What did you
Well, if-
craft? You didn't craft, right?
I
Yeah.
did craft. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, this is a non-optional step, right?
Yeah, it was for me. It would be okay to rewind, but
I am unconcerned.
Yeah, I think it's up to the table. So if any one of you says no, I will abide by that.
I love it.
I'm
Good sportsmanship right there.
Yeah, because by the technical rules of the tournament,
right.
you have passed it. You can't go back.
Get to recruit. That is correct.
Johnny Spud, yeah, they need to slow down, but also speed up, but also stop talking, but also not keep talking.
I appreciate you guys.
All of it at the same time.
What a blunder. Oh my
I
word.
love that. But
But yeah, there's definitely some slowdowns that need to happen.
Yeah.
One of those rough situations where it's like, that would be really good for me, but also
It's just hard to say they need to slow down after that Badger's turn.
Okay,
Just
wow.
felt fast. Or slow.
oh,
But then he was fast with his moves.
hopefully next time. So we crafted. Now we're gonna command
They need to speed up slower.
times up.
The Badger's turn was not actually that long, I want to point out.
Just felt long. But it's also a really confusing game.
Yeah, this is an
Not like
here.
trying to be disparaging at all. I'm just bad at talking.
What I got. So 1, 2. I do rule this clearing, so I'm gonna command number 1 to move him over here.
What did we choose our mood for? Stubborn. Got it.
And I am going to well, actually, no. Let's go back there. I am going to not command number 1. I am going to spend a card to remove this path for 1 point.
Yeah, Nickel, the problem is the rules we've established is if you miss it, you miss it.
Sure. Put him next to Badgers.
And the reason is because
1 point.
if you miss a point,
Okay.
when does the window close for when you can go back and score it? Even though it's a mandatory thing, can you wait until you're at 29 and somebody else?
I forgot a point on turn 1.
Right. Like, and then you're able to go back and prove it.
Command.
Like, let's even take out of the hypothetical any ambiguity about whether you actually scored it or not, and say it's some sort of situation where you can verifiably prove
Clearing.
that you did miss a point, and the whole table is on board with agreeing with that. Do you let them take it at that point? You've played an entirely different game.
All right. 1 bird gone. And I'm gonna command or advance the Warlord again to battle the Eerie once again. Would you like to ambush?
no.
In fact, the ultimate sandbag.
1
Got 'em.
rat down, 2 birds down.
Like, I don't deny that there is room for a better
There we go. Birds up.
interpretation of enforcing the rules,
My
but I think there's a reason I've chosen to just be hardline on it, and it's because of that sort of thing. There's room for it to be abused if you're soft.
For 1 point. And I'm going to draw 1 card. And end my turn.
Yeah, Jacksoon, the current rule is just that if you miss something, you miss it. And once you get new information or past phases, you can't roll back.
And the past phases was the concern of the last rollback.
Right.
I wouldn't take that bribe, Luke. Feels dirty.
The options are slim. We are going.
And I'm broke and need money, and that says a lot, actually. Fuckless, have you seen this map, though?
Must resist the urge to build nothing but recruiters. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this for a
All
second.
right, so that's the cat's last building slot.
This is absolutely going to be a long game, chat. Moss Fusion, I think in that situation, the table would have had to be real stingy, not let him recruit. I wouldn't describe it as stingy because it's perfectly valid under the rules of the tournament to keep things correct by the rules of the tournament. Now, that's not. You might not consider it the most generous sportsmanship, but I don't want to demonize it.
Concerned about the
You know?
I'm still concerned.
I'd rather frame it as what they did was generous than frame it as not letting them do
This
it was
is-
anything.
Well,
Exactly.
This is the time to hit them, but I don't know if you have the actions to spare for that. Because if we clear out, for example, this, even without killing the roost, like that's a huge blow.
Jacksoon, yes, we have prize support from Leader Games. They are offering gift cards to their web store. I believe it's $250 for the winner and $100 for the rest of the table. Hopefully,
The rest of the finalists.
Yeah, the rest of the final table. Hopefully, I'm remembering that correctly.
You are. It's the one thing I remember. Don't bring that game into this. Okay, Cat's having a little bit of trouble time to figure out what they want to do.
So I think for the cats and the keepers.
What's really interesting is we could move warriors into 12 and build there, but it would also burn to the ground. So we could just do it repeatedly.
Right, so here's where cats should consider how much they want to abuse mob tokens, because they can be an asset for cats when they are limited in building slots.
Just imagine going into 12 and just building that workship repeatedly.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna just build a workshop this turn, and next turn, and the turn after that, until you go to that mob. But you can't, because you don't have bitter anymore, so I'm just gonna live with it.
Right. Or we...
about that.
I don't know if we can do it in 10 as much, because the Eerie might come in and clear that out.
This is true, right.
Ultimately,
not being immediately before rats makes it a little less abusable.
I'm in a position to do that either.
In fact, being immediately after them makes it probably the least abusable.
Exactly.
And you're gonna blow up my little kitty cats and my buildings. You're gonna build a little camp there. You're gonna just roast some marshmallows. It'll be okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, badgers are positioned on the side of the map with the cats, so it does make it a little bit more difficult. But they have corporate planners, so they can move more freely than we would normally see badgers move.
Yeah, right now our retinue is not
I don't see any clever
built up enough to go elsewhere. So we're still stuck with cats for at least a little while.
They're still living off the land.
Yeah.
We haven't learned how to farm yet.
One.
I guess farming is still living off the land.
I'm gonna take two.
What isn't living off the land? Please tell.
One. I'm gonna bend 2 wood. 1, 2. And then I'm gonna build.
But Fugless,
I'm gonna build right here.
people live on the land. So aren't you living off the land by cannibalizing them?
So we've used up our last building slot we currently have.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we used our last building slot. We are recruiting.
And I think Badger's window to take 6 is rapidly closing with his aggressive recruiting.
Third action. I can re-up and smush some people around. A smish.
Squish that cat.
Although, with the Corvid planners, they could easily come and take 12.
For you. I'm offering my services.
Yeah, Badgers could go after 12, they could go after 5, they could go after 10.
What is surprising to me is Cat's not taking out the way station in 7. Badgers can't place it out again, and it's just like opening up more, I don't know.
I mean, by a similar token, Cats could have moved into 3 and tried to take that clearing for 2 building slots.
That is a good clearing.
One of these. And then I'm going to give myself points. 1 for the path, and then 2 for the build, and then I have 1 more action, and I believe.
I think Moss Fusion, that's just the Eerie.
It's not the same, but there's a fan faction that's the Flying Pigs. I believe it's by the same person who made the Australia map, which is an interesting map, by the way. Doesn't get talked about very much nowadays in Root, but it's a cool map.
I do not know that one. Then again, I know none of the fan-made maps, so I hate them all equally.
Lord of the Board shook.
Destroy my crafting building. I'm trying to decide how much I care about this.
I don't even know Patrick Leader's family faction maps.
Build on the bottom space. I'm not exactly sure what to do yet. I'm just going to attack this and get another point.
So I have heard.
Would you like to ambush, sir?
Okay, so we're getting rid of the mob in 10.
Okay.
All right.
It's understandable.
That's my 3 actions. So
Next tournament, all fan maps. There was somebody on BGG saying that Lord of the Boards map was legal in last year's Winter Tournament around the time of the tournament. I don't know where they got that from, but they were like going around telling it to people. It was the weirdest friggin' thing.
Ooh, I like that one. Next tournament, no maps.
Okay.
Just live in the void.
Did you?
sorry. Wait.
I know
Wait.
old Waterman's Law thing. Did you score a point for that? No.
Sure did just now.
That is not Waterman's Law. Waterman's Law is a little different.
Yeah.
It's more about strategy than missing points.
Thank you.
Put another one in the group.
Next tournament, only mouse clearings.
You know, Shampoo the Boy, that would be great for the mouse roller. That,
Oh.
Oh boy.
Know how to spell the coffin, so
It's on the edge
Garric
of the
can
table.
do that for you.
yeah.
Garric, you have been summoned.
Spawn the coffin makers. No one has them yet.
Surprise, I did it already.
We're in the decree.
And
The
he's holding it.
coffin's over there on the left side of the, or right side of the table, depending on your perspective.
There it is.
Just change it to state 2 to open it.
Right click, state 2.
I figured that should be set to this table.
So 2 sabs are in the decree.
2 saddles in the decree. Building coffin makers is pretty fantastic. Although we chose to put a saddle in the decree with Corvid planners on the table as well. All things interesting. I'm done talking.
Maul the
This is really, really good for Erie. It's just what needs to be said. This is.
Okay.
The twist, it was there. It's been there all along.
I think Erie was maybe already the threat of the table, and they are now definitely the threat of the table.
Okay, so we are moving into 10. I was curious if we would open the path and move up to 5.
Then move.
All right. We're going to build in 12.
Okay, it's 12.
I'm gonna battle cats.
Okay, 12 is a safety build. Understood.
Yep.
Do you have an ambush? Okay, Mario.
Oh, sorry. No, sir. Hit me.
Trade.
Death.
Okay.
Death to us all.
1.
Nope. There's a coffin.
Wait. Hold on. Put them where they belong.
Erie,
Coffin, sir.
build a coffin. I don't put my warriors in the coffin.
My warriors are too good for coffins?
No.
I won't put the bodies in the coffin for us.
You lost the bird.
Yeah.
He fell out of the coffin. Ah, close enough.
Oh my god.
I got it.
Let's move it closer to everyone.
And I will build it here.
They're gonna ruin my camera angle. Look at this. That looks
There's
like nothing now.
there. I will say the coffin works a lot better with the sleepy meeples.
It does work better with sleeping eagles. Yeah, Nickel, that would be terrific, but it's a whole thing, I'm sure.
2 cards.
I'm just imagining them launching into the coffin that's closed.
That's definitely a big problem. We're gonna need to take out some roosts here.
Yeah.
But
Sucks
that also
'cause, like-
involves fighting.
Yeah.
It
Paradox.
does. It does involve fighting, but if we don't fight, then he just gets points from roosts and points from coffins. Versus we do fight and he gets points from.
You're not wrong, Xander. Hector does love the cannons that launch dice.
Who doesn't love those cannons?
Warriors on the board and has better
I think Xander.
save and all that jazz.
Yeah, he's not in
Um,
the turmoil range right now.
No, he is so far building a nice, stable little decree with 2 sabotages in it, which is super annoying.
I will say I appreciate that the factions we're repping today didn't even show up in the draft.
Okay,
Well,
there we go.
now I want to fight cats even less.
Yo, I would adore an 1830 route map. Also a John Company route map? Oh, I would be here for it.
I think that would just be an India route map.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds great.
See badgers make their way over yonder or something.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but like all of my setup is over here in the south right now. So I basically have to dismantle the entire operation to move across. And then even then it'll
Look, the last time we tried to do a 6-hour John Company game, it ended up being an hour and a half. So
I don't know if that was actually last time.
You
Sander, you're not wrong, but I feel hurt.
Oh, thank you.
God, you
How
can-
generous.
What a knife fight.
I mean, here's the thing right now, right? So Erie's in an amazing position because of coffins. So if badgers move over there, cats kill all badger stuff, then cats are also in an amazing position because that unlocks them basically 3 building slots for free.
Exactly. Yeah.
Badgers are over there. What would I think keep us in a bit more of equilibrium, because I'm scoring going to be scoring 1, maybe 2 points a turn for the foreseeable future, aside from cardboard, is if Cats and I marshal some forces over here to maybe knock out this clearing and this clearing. If we can not, it will result in coffins points, but birds are also his strong point, right? If he starts to run low on birds, that's a problem. Makes it hard to fulfill the decree.
I mean, cats need to be on board with that, right? And they're going to be earning 3 wood a turn, maybe more if they can actually get out another sawmill. I guess they can lay claim to any slots they clear over here, right?
Right. So
Are we just
yes,
board wiping
I
Erie? Is that
will.
what's happening?
We are 3v1ing the Erie, and we're trying to figure out how to do it effectively.
But my point scoring is not explosive anyway, right? I'm okay. And by the same token, the birds are a problem, but even by kind of kicking the badger's butt at the start, you are by no means not keeping up. So
All 2 of the 3 sabs are in the decree.
2 of the 3 saboteurs are in the decree. We have not seen the 3rd yet, by my knowledge.
They're supposed to be explosive.
To my knowledge,
I think I need a better.
He does not have the retinue. He does not have the retinue to be explosive.
I need a better retinue for that.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, this is where burning our retinue so readily in the early game is hurting.
Building, and then it just becomes a race between.
The fact we spend so much time opening paths too has been a bit of a setback for the retinue.
Sacrifice.
It's been very fun to see, but it's definitely been, I think, a setback for the Badgers.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's say I do abandon my way station of my.
Sorry, I mean Mario more than you, because
I think Mario is in a better position to hit birds, but I could be in a position to hit birds
Next.
if there is a place for me to set up going on over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
if I basically just abandon these,
we're negotiating
so that I can
kind of with cats. Can we?
Here, I'll give you 3 if you let me take 5.
Exactly.
I mean,
I think that's what we're doing.
Theoretically,
I think that's a very legitimate swapsies, and it's good for cats.
Sound like a good deal to me.
It's really good for cats. I think it's less good for badgers, but I understand absolutely why we're doing it.
Although, I mean, it gives us good access to 3 new relics.
I would vote to stay, because if you leave, cats aren't incentivized to do anything about birds. They're just going to come kill all your stuff. And
Exactly, right.
That's also a good point, though.
I mean, I'm not
if you deal with birds this turn, I'll abandon my stuff next turn for you.
Joking aside, I desperately want to kill your way stations, but also I've watched enough Winter Tournament to know that I'm not really supposed to do that. You're gonna have to turn by turn, pick up one by one.
Right, and also birds are the threat here, right?
Right.
Well, we could make the way stations less interesting by actually decamping them and keeping warriors.
Every decamp we do is one less card we draw.
That's true. That's true. And we need cards.
We need cards.
I think birds are likely.
Too many
I
options.
think.
Exactly, Moss Fusion. It's very short-sighted of cats. Understandably so, but going after the way stations to then get those building slots is not going to let cats outrace Eerie.
And that's why potentially
Cards are hard because every card, cards are needed for every single thing.
Everything, every single thing. Badgers are so hard until you get like that basic gameplay loop down.
For the retinue.
they just want to nom on some cards.
Yeah.
Just nom nom nom.
I was thinking about
Cards are the most yummy food.
it feels like
Although, I don't know if we just put all of them there or if Badgers have removed 5 of the
everyone
paths.
loves them.
I don't think we removed all of them. I think we just organized them there.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Because we're only round what?
3.
So there you go.
You go climb over.
Can we
the
only
fence
remove 1 path per turn?
and
Yeah.
get the relic for me.
Well,
Sorry, we're around 4. But still.
So,
hi, Captain.
We haven't really done much. in
we
this
haven't
round.
opened a path this turn, so we've only had 3 opportunities to open paths.
All right, I need to make a decision here because I'm really tempted to craft instead of shoring up my retinue or recruiting.
Jackson.
I think that's actually not so bad with coffin makers in play because it's a way to keep pace without speeding up the bird engine.
I have a question.
Hmm.
So Erie's comeback mechanic is to put 1 roost and 3 warriors in a clearing.
Yes.
What if you can't put down a roost?
The new roost rule specifically states that it must be a clearing where you can place all of those pieces.
What if you can't do
I don't
any?
have a
What if you
choice, do I?
can't?
I don't have.
If you can't, then you can't place anywhere.
So then you're just out for that turn.
I was like,
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
you have a Sabo?
It is technically another way to lock a faction out of the game.
We gotta
I have never seen it that way.
Yeah, if I had a stab,
I was
Jack-
just curious because
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff happening.
no.
Jacksoon, we are playing with the Lost City instead of the tower for the tournament. Would the turmoil in that case? I would assume so if they have no pieces on the map. It's possible to trigger new roosts but still have pieces on the map, don't forget, because it's not like Badgers where if you have nothing. It's if you have no roosts, you do this.
Mhm.
So if you don't need to recruit, then you could still fulfill the other part, and you still have warriors to fulfill the other parts of the decree. You don't necessarily turmoil.
That is fascinating.
Xander, it's turn order. It's noting that the table's going counterclockwise.
Yeah, the T ended up under the scoring thing, and
They wrote it before the faction boards spawned.
Doing much.
that's just a weirdo.
And yeah, nobody knows that you can actually type in TTS. Everyone just draws it.
I do like your version better, Xander.
But I don't have to recruit this turn, I think. Okay.
I gotta say, I sympathize with eNamorD here. This is a very tough spot to be in as Badgers.
I'm going to
Absolutely.
Craft false orders and a crossbow.
And a crossbow.
I certainly like
This
false
would be
orders.
contribution to area efforts, probably.
The crossbow is an interesting choice.
Well, I mean, Lord of the Hundreds doesn't want it because that gets rid of stubborn, and that's like one of the core moods.
Yes.
Attack
Yes.
with retinue.
At the same time, it is our 3rd prowess item. Getting up to 3 prowess maybe offsets the loss of stubborn. Maybe, depending on the player.
I mean, yes, but the point is the roll so that I can recover and
That's fair.
delve better, right?
There are, in fact, more cats now. The cats have multiplied.
The cats are breeding like rabbits.
Sure. So, one thing I've found difficult for stats is reflecting the badger's color correctly.
What you gotta do, man?
Because silver doesn't exist in Excel.
Okay.
And it should. Third, prowess is likely worth stubborn. I don't know.
I think it depends a lot on the board state. But I think it's the sort of thing that is sometimes true, and therefore
I think I will still
sometimes dangerous as a craft.
Mm-hmm. But also, I do think keepers are far enough away and in very heavily cat-ruled clearings that we might not even think it worth it if we want to go for the Eerie.
Rats could go to 7 and get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not that far away.
And we get a free building. Or
Exactly.
free point.
Right.
I forgot about the free point in 7.
Yeah, because even if we loot in 7, the extra hit from Defenseless will still kill the way station. So we get to eat our cake and have it too.
It's a really gross cake.
1, 2.
I'm just imagining you throw it like regurgitating the cake to have it after you've eaten it.
This does. That's the Lost City.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to 9. Go kill some birds.
Slows down the cats marginally
So I don't know.
while still letting them.
I don't know if eNamorD is aware of this, but if you recover
And then like
in the Lost City,
come clear out my stuff
you only need to rule any clearings.
Oh.
They don't need to match each other.
if they want.
They just need to match the Lost City.
You can only move in so many different
That is fascinating.
cats.
I did not know that.
Actions a turn.
Even though I told you that last time we saw badgers on Lost City.
Yeah, I didn't register that.
Yeah, so I don't know if eNamorD is aware of that, but it's maybe a reason to target the Lost City if they weren't already.
Battle delve there.
Test driver, yes, the Badgers do have Corvid planners.
Known that I choose to play.
All right.
Big roll.
Big roll.
Into the coffin.
Oh, sorry. Here.
Oh, not the sawmill.
Like this.
Sawmill doesn't go to the coffin.
Point for the murder.
Yep. Hooray for murder. And then I get 1 fox move.
We did not delve, which I think is right.
I guess
We got to conserve our actions right now. We're not in a position to be delving.
visit this very nice keep you have here.
And inform me, just because we're matching the orientation of the player right now.
Yep.
As we go around the table, I match them.
Enjoy your stay.
And I should have thought about this, but I live off the land.
We do live off the land.
All right. Gather retinue.
Well, Xander, it's the alternative is that we have the camera flip back and forth every time I go to the map.
It would give me whiplash, and I don't like whiplash.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I'll have people like Bill Dixon telling me that there's mice all over the screen. It's a joke for
Bill Dixon?
that's a joke for Xander and Joe.
Ah.
Scary Roost.
Yep.
For 1.
I don't remember who it was, but I still imagine someone putting this on the screen and their cat going crazy because of all of the mice.
Oh yeah, somebody mentioned that the other day. Their cat goes crazy over the mice when they put the streams on their TV.
Mm-hmm.
Just cardboard. We're gonna roll the mob die.
Their poor little mind.
It rolls fox.
Okay.
Hey, look, it goes a lot. Oh, I can go to 9.
We could go to 9 this time, which is an option. We have an actual decision to make.
I hate decisions. Oh, right. The mob burned the roost, Erie's roost, and now they just do that forever.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
No, Mutuca is playing a very shrewd game, and the table
We're going for Ruth.
really needs to unite.
Right.
I mean, that's a good point. He will be incentivized to kill it and get a point, though. Just means he has to
That's
make
true.
a decision.
You'd have to guard
Yeah.
it if you wanted that too.
I won't be able to guard it, but I mean, like, he could either move in here, battle, and get a point, or stay here, battle, and get a point. So I don't think it really matters that much. So recruit warriors equal to prowess. So we're gonna not forget to recruit this time. Recruit 2 warriors at the warlord.
I always forget that recruit increases with prowess.
Yeah.
Recruit 1.
And that's why killing the warlord actually matters, because it denies you the prowess recruit.
Army.
I just thought it was always 1 for some reason.
What do we have here?
That's a very large army in 4.
It's a very large army in 4.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. That's a good amount. Choose a different mood.
Relentless. I vote relentless. Do you like my song?
I love your song.
It was terrible. I don't know why you would like it.
Something, I don't know that this is the best move, but something we should think about is lavishing the hammer so that we can bitter.
I think I need to get my prowess up so that I can more effectively deal with the bird.
I feel like 2 turns, we're gonna lose the one anyway.
The best way to do that.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Here.
I don't know that it's worth it either, but I think it's a consideration.
I'm thinking I can hit the birds here.
I mean, you already know where my vote is. It's relentless.
Go over
It's
here
relentless.
and knock out the way station, get my prowess item, and then come back to defend.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking about doing the other main thing I was going to mention, which is picking up that crossbow that we were just talking about.
Which, that said, that is stubborn. So, oh wait, I didn't choose my different mood. Yeah. That is stubborn. The question is, do I want to lose access to stubborn? Yeah, it's a tough decision for sure.
It's always dangerous when you don't pick the scoundrel, because then you don't know where he's going to pop up.
Hits or getting an extra action for the rest of the game. Which feels like getting an extra action is pretty worthwhile.
It's also an extra recruit. And if you consider that stubborn is saving you 1 hit from some portion of battles
9
every other turn at the most, that recruit alone maybe offsets.
Can't move.
I don't know, because
and then we get our Sabbath.
you're getting saving 1 person for 2 battles versus gaining 1 person and then doing 3 battles. I don't know how that math works, but it works somehow.
If the average roll, it rounds to 2-1 as attacker.
So you lose 2 versus gaining 1 and then potentially losing 3. So it's a -2 either way. So it's actually oh wait, no. No, you wouldn't lose. You'd save 2 if it's average 2-1. So it's 0 versus -2.
Bruce off the map, just because that would reduce his card draw, or reduce his chances of drawing the other Sabo.
Well, I need to clear 2 more roosts off the map to prevent that, because he gets to build 1 back next turn.
All right. Well, one thought. Actually, 2 of them are soft.
2 of them are soft.
It's true.
But it's the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I could kind of run up here and ransack stuff, and I could
think
those, but then I do leave my strongholds very undefended.
The merit of going after 1 and 8 is it's not opening up clearings for the cats.
Correct. I mean, 7 isn't opening up. I guess the cats go for 3, and then they have 3 slots. So never mind. The 7 kind of can't open up for the cats since those 2 are undefended.
Do I want the 3rd?
But I was also saying, as opposed to going after something like 9, which is immediately adjacent to cat's territory, so it's more readily seized control of.
I think I would go after 1 and 8, see if hope that Eerie rebuilds in 12, just so I can burn it down again, and then go from there. But I also love burning everything to the ground.
You do.
Or something.
I wake up every morning surprised I have not been immolated.
Or that you don't just live in char.
Yeah.
Actually, if I get another item.
Yes, burn my own property. It's a great idea, and the only way I'll learn.
Are you thinking of hitting the area at all?
Well, I'm trying to figure out. I need to be able to get guys over there first. So there's at least one move where I gotta start making my own migration away from my juicy back line as well. So it seems unlikely that I'll be able to pull it off this turn. But I do need to start transitioning that way to
Jacksoon, the birds are in such a strong position right now because they are historically one of the strongest factions in Root when played in this manner, which is the God of War strategy, specifically, which is the colloquialism for no turmoil charismatic. It's a very powerful, resilient strategy. It's slow and steady, so it doesn't burst ahead in points early, or even burst at the end, but it just...
I think that would be...
It slowly builds up in strength through the course of the game. It is basically impossible to turmoil, and it exerts a lot of agency over the game state via heavy aggression against the other factions.
So
it's...
part of it is I'm going to be making my way to you, and like you coming all the way over here could...
In a meta sense, it's very powerful. And we're seeing it played successfully at the moment. Like, there's nothing happening now that says this is an eerie God of War strat going badly. It's just, it's going well. And then they crafted Coffin Makers. In a very warrior-heavy game.
I have another prowess item, possibly. So it might be more efficient for you to grab it.
I don't know why you need to rush over here just yet. Just IMHO.
Xander, the thing, it's not only bird cards, but it's only birds in the recruit and build column. It is primarily birds in battle, if you can. And then
it's given me...
You can put suited cards as much as you want in the move column. You can pretty much always make move work.
To battle the...
I mean, they're all... I mean, I always associate a good God of War strategy with a military parade that comes along with it.
Right.
Here.
Yeah.
You are almost always going to have a stupid large, a dummy thick move column by the end of the game. Like,
yes, Griffin, those two sabos are locked up until we turmoil.
Right, great point. That is another reason that this is so fearsome at the moment, is because 2 of the saboteurs, 3 total in the deck, are tied up in the decree.
Okay. What prowess item is that? Are you willing to share?
I have a T.
Okay.
Saying, don't hit me now, I've got a T, hit me later.
So,
interesting.
It would be fantastic because I don't lose access to Stubborn.
Exactly.
This is a very fun deal.
What should I do with this turn then? Should I hit these 2 roosts? Or do I move up here maybe?
I think you try to get an oppress on these easily, like lightly defended clearings, right?
I'm just worried, like, I'll take, like, 6, for example. I'll go here, maybe lose 2 guys, and then my Warlord's getting knocked out next turn, like, almost guaranteed.
True.
It's a fair concern. We could just try for 8 and not go for 1 as well, if we're worried about overextending.
Yeah.
What? Did we pick a mood yet?
I think maybe I hit these two.
No.
Stay more consolidated.
Yeah, 8 and 12 isn't a bad decision.
It's not. It's a little awkward for our actions.
We could do Relentless and go 8, hit, move back to 4, and then into 12.
I would like doing it that way. I would like doing it that way quite a lot.
I think I might do that.
But it looks like we're going Wrathful instead.
Wrathful.
I don't know that we need Wrathful here.
Okay.
I think Wrathful is a trap.
Crafting step. We're going to command the hundreds to move up to here.
But I also played Warlord once.
Second command. Would you like to
I talk so confidently about something I have no clue. Ooh. That is, oh, that wasn't as exciting of a roll as I was hoping. I guess it's 2-0 because...
It's 2-0 because of Wrathful. So it is technically paying off.
Oh, wait. No. I get it because I'm Wrathful. Ha!
Yep.
That's exactly why I got it.
Success.
Success indeed.
Success.
I was like, well, that kind of...
I'm not the symbol of success. I'll let you to be that way.
I was just doing the Tim and Eric sketch.
Now I'm going to command the hundreds over.
Just prowess into 9 and then prowess down to 12. Just hit them on the way. Just a smack on the way.
So I was going to say, the one issue with this plan is it leaves the mob in 9.
If there's like multiple
unless you've negotiated for Mario to go remove that mob. Eerie love it there. because they probably just move back into 8, plant a roost, throw themselves at whatever clearing they feel like, 10 or 12 or whatever, and...
Well, they've got a battle in 9. They've got a point in 9. Why move?
Second
Point in
5.
9. No, because that's what I'm saying. The mob stabilizes your build column.
Oh, I see.
See that many warriors?
If Eerie can trap a mob token, quote unquote, in their territory,
But
it means they never have to worry about running out of roosts.
Here.
Badgers have signified that they're coming to battle in 9, and they might take out that mob token. But I guess it's just the safety for this turn.
Badgers go after Eerie in our turn sequence at the moment, so...
Well, yeah, but I'm saying you don't get the benefit of it
So I'm going to go ahead and roll.
necessarily.
Should probably just ask him.
Yeah, I guess I might as well. Ambush?
No.
No. I think we might be... Oof,
Big roll!
big roll.
3 birds down.
Heroic logic, that sounds like a god move.
And there's the first coffin maker's point.
Well, so, I mean, if you never remove roosts, Eerie do turmoil when they're at about... on build, when they're at about 19 points, if I recall the math correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're able to delay that by 2 turns, you know, have a mob token remove your roost twice, or players remove your roost twice, then you're theoretically getting yourself
Warlord steps.
much closer to that 30.
Times.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically.
Um,
Obviously, the math gets more complicated depending on when you're losing the roost and how that's affecting your passive scoring, but
now I am going to oppress. 3,
it
2,
being able to extend your build tempo
draw 1 card.
gets you that much closer to 30 is
Mm-hmm.
the moral I'm trying to
My
impart.
turn.
I do agree.
Mm,
Yeah, who needs stubborn when you roll XOs?
made it over to the birdies to attack in
Huh?
theory. Except that the Badgers cleared out my guy up here up top. But say Levy. Alright.
Wait, from this guy? Oh,
I could have had one little duty right there. I could have removed this path and then had gone over.
and moved him over. If we had talked about it, I probably would have moved here instead.
Yeah, say Levy.
Yeah, look, that's
First thing.
the thing is you can often if you're able to extend your building tempo, you can then rectify it by double building later, but you can't do the reverse. You cannot unbuild. So that's why it's better to be losing roosts early and then rectify that later than build too much, quote unquote, and turmoil.
So are Badgers hoping that cats wipe out clearing 3 so this way they're able to encamp?
Or 7, probably.
Or 7?
Entering daylight.
I think there may have been some discussions around that.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't really know what that Badger in 11 is doing, in all truth. Besides dodging live off the land.
He's having a party.
Except we'd still lived off the land at 5, so I mostly just don't know.
Okay. I'm going to craft mouse partisans.
Okay. Partisans are good. Mouse Partisan's not doing a lot for us. It's only for clearings 2 and 10.
And 7 if we take it.
Oh, and 7.
Move into mouse.
Sorry, I didn't see that all the way down there.
There's only 3 mouse clearings. It is the short straw
Yeah,
this time.
this is the short straw clearing suit. But hey, if you're not doing anything else with the mouse partisans, I'm not going to say not craft it.
Right.
It's inherently strong defensive posture, just having it sitting there, and it opens up opportunities.
Going to Bill.
I realized that Griffin was talking in response to the Badger in 11.
Yeah. So I feel like our priority as cats this turn is to get our 3rd sawmill back out,
Mm-hmm.
and in the process, probably stake out some territory for us.
Select.
I would think so.
All right.
I don't remember if Cat's committed to helping with
Second.
policing Erie.
Just realized we're 2 hours in and we haven't breached 10.
It's gonna be a long one.
Well, 2 hours to 10 means 6 hours to 30?
Yes, that's how math
That's how
works.
math works? We're going on a linear scale?
You'll order us a pizza. Is this a TI game? No. TI is a 12-hour game. What are you talking about?
Luke, I would greatly appreciate the pizza. I have not eaten much today. Had a bag of Cheetos and 1 quesadilla. And now I'm hungry.
Xander.
Just cheese. Cheese is great. I love cheese.
Thing is, she likes white sauce. I like red sauce.
I'll eat red sauce, though.
Yeah, but...
White sauce is garlic, though. Garlic is delicious.
Cool.
Garlic is delicious. Red sauce sometimes has garlic.
True. But white sauce just is garlic.
These tournament games are great dinner theater. White sauce is just better.
Ooh, someone agrees with me.
What a crowded little board.
I like red better because I like the way it I like the what is it, like the tanginess of the tomato or the acidity or whatever you.
Acidity. No. Cat's also kind of struggling to decide what to do.
Again, tough spot. Tough spot.
Ooh, Luke's with pizza with extra red sauce.
What was the 5th faction option? And then for me, look in the bottom left, other way, bottom left corner.
Boop, boop, boop.
It's
called the Scoundrel.
It's the Scoundrel Vagabond. But right, Cat's in a really tough spot.
I'm gonna march. No, you stay there.
Right, the obvious thing is just go take out 3.
These 2 guys.
I can't recall.
Here.
I can't recall if we made any negotiations with Badgers to not do that or to do something else. That's the only reason I would say not to do that.
And then second march.
We really don't like that one Badger in 11. He's a menace.
Or we might be going on the offensive. Are we going after clearing 9?
We might be going after clearing 9. And also potentially shoring up 10 while we go through it.
Yeah, probably.
I'm a little nervous for how thin that back line is, though. That's just one recruiter.
It's just one recruiter. The only person who can do anything about it is Badgers, who you have a tentative peace treaty with. I mean, Rats could technically run back there, but again, Rats are pretty united against Erie. I don't know if...
Well, Badgers promised a T, and that means we could potentially go after the T and the crossbow. So that already leads us through 7 into 3, and now we're already there, so we might as well go to 6.
Maybe? Maybe?
It's actually funny, if we do Relentless, we can move into 7, kill the cat, move to 3, then move to 6, kill the cat, move back to 3, then 7, and back to 12. It's a good time.
Yes, Xander, at the start of Bird's turn. Very first thing. It's currently sitting at 1 point. I don't foresee it getting to a second point at the moment. I could be wrong. There's only 2 over the 5. Yeah, so I'd need 3 more.
Yeah. It depends on if we're going on the offensive. I don't think we are by the amount of cats we left in 11. We left a weird amount of cats in 11 for me to feel like we're going on the offensive.
Are we just going hyper defensive?
I think we might be going hyper defensive.
Because I'm never really a fan of hyper defensive cats. Hyper defensive cats are terrific at
being defensive.
At sitting there and not gaining points, but also not losing points, not losing board position, but also not gaining points. Mm-hmm. Is what I'm trying to say.
I'm worried that we're just feeding Eerie battles.
Right.
And we want we're feeding Eerie battles to gain warriors for the coffin.
Sort of okay with leaving one behind for now. I don't want to. Well, I totally want to punch some.
Right, you have to score.
I really want to speed up Badger's engine.
And sometimes as cats, scoring means giving up your buildings to rebuild.
And I can't reach birds to do anything meaningful.
Because like this is the danger of, we were talking near the start of the game whether cats should go like heavy recruiter and army up, and this is the danger of that, is if you go to recruiter heavy and defensive,
The plan is for you to clean.
your buildings don't get removed, you don't gain any building slots, you just max out what you have and you're stuck there.
Friendly game and all, but I think that just accelerates your engine, which
Cats do not want to take out the way
not looking to bash you in
stations
the
to
face,
prop up the
but also
ladders.
not looking to
That's
or anything either.
It's a good point.
It is a good point. That said, you're trading 2 for 1 at the moment in 3, which means you are still sacrificing them 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. This is a very dissatisfying turn. I don't think I did anything to.
Like not to say I do like being cognizant of not removing way stations
I marched
in a way that helps badgers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very easy mistake to make, is just thinking that buildings are buildings and we go eat them, that'll hurt badgers. And in fact, sometimes that is exactly what badgers want you to do. So I love being cognizant of that. I worry that we're
going to go on.
we're being overly cautious in this case and missing an opportunity.
And my turn.
So we're in a good spot to potentially do some bird patrol. I like it.
Okay.
We'll see.
We're gonna emigrate. So
Oh.
here
Coffin.
and here.
Don't forget about coffins.
Oh yeah.
Coffin.
It's not automatic, so
Does whatever a coffin can.
1
I'll
point.
go ahead and drag out my cats.
As much as it would be funny to see a self-turmoil because you accidentally left warriors in the coffins.
Okay. Or
I
warriors
feel
here.
bad.
Katara, it's 2 hours in, but it's also only 10 points in.
Was really bad. Okay, so I will need
We are in round 4 though.
We are in round 4.
here.
So like
The bunny
that's actually kind of equal with what you normally see on round 4. In
and
fact, in some cases, it's faster.
Yeah.
oh,
But there is a lot of thinking going on.
Yes.
8.
Which
So I pass by here.
these
Come to Mars.
This is new.
migrating indeed. Mutuca said they were going to migrate. I was not anticipating like this.
Oh, that is an immigration.
I love it.
I do not.
Oh, where's it?
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
What is the average number of rounds asking for a friend? Terrific question, Xander. Traditionally, the logic or the what's the word for that? The conventional wisdom is that it has been 7 to 8.
And
We've been noticing that this tournament in particular, the number has trended higher. So it is better to say 8 to 9, most likely. At a more
I'm so sad.
If you take out game 8 or
But
game 5,
yeah, game 5.
you take out game 5, it jumps up pretty significantly. And game
So that was
23?
fox,
Yeah,
a
game 23.
a bird.
bunny, fox, bird.
Okay. Notably, we abandoned 2 roosts as part of this plan, which feels like 1 too many, if you ask me.
I always forget to click.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, I love giving up roosts to sustain our decree. I worry that this is impeding our scoring too much, though, giving up too many.
So if we as Badgers recruit back in 7 and destroy the Erie, where to the Erie? Like the Erie.
They go to 6.
Huh?
They go to 6.
The Erie end up going into Cat's territory, yeah.
But it means that they may start having difficulties with moves.
Alex spreading the love.
It's just ringing around the cats here.
So we cannot encamp because all of our way stations... No, we just lost our 2 way stations. We can encamp in 5.
I think that's what we're thinking of right now. And I would encamp a statue way station.
A figure.
figure way station. I call them statues all the time.
I mean, the name went back and forth through development for so long.
I would encamp a totem way station. Just go into an opposite direction. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, poor Cat's leaving that cardboard for birds. That feels like a big old missed opportunity for Cats if I ever darn seen one.
That encamp should have gone into the coffin.
It should have gone into the coffin. Great catch. Smash
No
weird.
camp.
This is just a lobster bucket of a game with 4 red factions. Yes, I think I started mentioning that and then I got sidetracked. But yeah,
Sounds delicious.
These 4 red faction games are just so dense.
For recruit. Discard 2. For 4.
Okay, so we recruited 4 in 5, it looks like.
Yeah, Badgers are going to struggle a lot with not losing retinue cards, which would be fine if that was coming from a position of strength.
So we did leave the way station to allow them to craft the tea, which is something I think that was a mistake, if I'm being honest.
You think Erie should have gone after the way station in 7 in order to deny the tea craft?
Correct.
I think so too. I think that's the type of thing that's really easy to miss, but would have been very good.
Because now you're not only allowing Badgers to gain the 2 points in the tea, you're allowing Lord of the Hundreds to get a 3rd prowess item.
Exactly. And Lord of the Hundreds is your main policing threat at the moment. They're the ones who are going to come beat you up.
Yeah. And I think that was a potentially... that was a potential area that we could have grabbed to kind of do a denial. And
Yeah.
Would you call it a missed opportunity?
For real this time. Whoa. Brought a badger with him.
Playing dominance? So what's happening?
We're opening up that path.
Okay.
No mouse dominance for me today.
Xander.
I also believe that statement as far as I know.
As far as I know. I'm training.
Cat dad.
I have a cat dad. There you go. An aspirational Chihuahua dad?
Yeah.
I have shown you so many pictures and tempted you so many times and you won't pull the trigger.
I've said yes a couple times and then we just missed out.
That's
3 points.
Did I ever finish my thought?
Oh.
I feel like I keep getting... I feel like I have ADHD tonight.
I have ADHD actually, so that's not true.
I think I started to say this and didn't finish, we're going to be burning a lot of cards as Badgers in this game. Yeah. And that would be fine if we were doing so from a position of strength where we were able to build up our retinue into a solid position over the course of the beginning of the game, and we're able to just toss a bunch of suited cards into Delve or Recover and burn them as needed. That's not the case. We have to be more aware, more careful about what we do to try and maintain the actions, the scant few actions we do have.
Can I see the retinue? Okay.
Perhaps a refreshing Coca-Cola might help you focus. I drank one 3 hours ago.
That was 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
If you want to go down and get one, just grab me something to munch on too.
I'll drink a refreshing Coca-Cola lip smack.
Oh, give me popcorn. Popcorn sounds like a great decision here.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
It's going to be really loud.
I'll inhale it in like a minute, like I always do. See, popcorn does sound great.
Against birds. Ambush.
In one.
Oh, no. Let's take it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
1 point.
That also should... Oh, yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, it was a roost.
Luke, come make me popcorn.
Yeah, same thing here.
Yeah, I can remove it. No
Okay.
ambush.
And I should have declared these cards. But I think
Are we delving with either of them? So
I don't care either way. I use this one first, and then I'm gonna use this one here, and
Sounds like we're delving.
Yeah.
Oh, and not.
I do think cleaning up cardboard is a good turn to kind of like do a reset to help build up yourself without burning cards.
A 3?
I was gonna say I don't love delving here, and this is exactly why. But we can get it off the map at least.
We can't get it off the map. We will burn the bunny card,
Cover.
but I think it's worth it just because I think it's worth it.
Well, yeah, we got to get that relic out of the mob token.
First, you definitely have to move. That is a requirement.
We have a fox bunny, so we can get it over
And
we can recover it.
Wreck my retinue by moving back here.
And recovering, yeah.
And
Yeah, I do think the delving was a mistake there. I think that spending the time to just clear up the cardboard and reset yourself was good. I mean,
I recover it.
okay.
So I lose this
Smuggler's Trail.
3 points.
Again,
Garric is unhappy.
Again, hard to say that it's bad to do that.
Yep.
Nope, I'm good.
Because it's just such a liability. But our poor retinue, we are going to be so action starved going into the mid and late game, which is where it's most important.
Mm-hmm. But this game is so slow that perhaps...
You were just saying that it was actually on pace.
Yes, on pace.
It's taking a long time in terms of time, but in terms of in-game pace, it is on track.
Because we normally gamble rounds 5 and 6, and we are currently in round 5, which leads to probably either the gamble at the end of this round or in round 6, which is again on par.
Yeah.
In fact, we would gamble right now had Badgers not taken a point away from themselves.
That's true. They should be at 15 right now.
They should. I do sometimes keep track of double scores.
Is we are going to
giving Badgers the benefit of the doubt. If you know this game is only halfway over, you have time to refill retinue and burst late. Yes, this is true, Cardinal. I want to make it clear, I do not think Badgers are out of the game.
No.
By any means. It's more a question of, are you setting yourself up for success going into a complicated endgame? And I don't think we are.
I think it's the difference between pushing a boulder down a hill versus pushing it sideways. Both are very doable, it's just one's easier.
Right.
We're not pushing it uphill, though.
All right. We're going to...
Yet.
maybe a little uphill. Maybe a
slight. Yeah. Gentle.
A gentle incline.
2, 3, 4.
So what's interesting is that Badgers, even though they're giving Lord of the Hundreds another prowess item, they did take away a point.
No. 2.
I don't know if it's really going to offset it, but hey.
Okay.
When do we punch the Badgers?
They weren't. You don't have a
Badgers like, we punched ourselves. Thank you very much.
amount of points. Column bonus coming in.
The Corbin planners is sort of making his life a little bit easier.
But the retinue sure isn't.
It certainly is. But coffins, I think, is the bigger worry at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Choose a different mood. Out with Wrathful. Cannot be Wrathful anymore. So.
Great time to go Relentless if we're planning on looting.
Yeah, that's true. Because then we can just move battle with looters and then have another battle to maybe punch the Eerie, clear out the cats.
Or just get out of there with the move.
Peace out.
Yeah. Or we go Stubborn to ameliorate the hits we're going to take while looting.
Relentless, I think, is the play.
Did we just get the sword from Ray's?
From Ray's.
I was like, when did we get a sword?
Yep. So we actually got pretty lucky in that regard. Not the luckiest.
No, we wanted a handle.
We wanted the hammer, but
okay. So craft or
we got the better end of the 2-3 deal.
Well, what's interesting is if that mob survives in 10, it is the hammer.
Yeah.
then we can get rid of the sword
Number 1.
and just do double hammer, double T.
Yeah.
Build another stronghold using Prop Bureau.
Yes, put Prop Bureau in the coffin where it belongs.
All right. Command number 2.
Oh, when I encamp, I need to coffin makers, don't I?
Got it.
Yes.
That's in fact true.
Sorry.
Cross that off from my list of things.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want a refreshing Coke to make your popcorn?
Do you even know how to work camera angles?
Not that.
Pretty much. Don't you just like control
And then command 2.
shift
I'm gonna
Hello,
move to
friend.
here.
numbers?
Shift numbers, yes.
So
I've done it before. I've also accidentally controlled and overwritten your camera angles and had to redo them before you came back.
Warlord into here.
I mean, no, I've never had to do that. I want you to be instilling confidence in myself.
I am going to initiate a battle against the. Let's see.
Those are command build, command move, prowess into 1.
Marquis. Would you like to ambush?
So are we just going for...
No, I decline.
Are we just going for the, oh, what's it called?
Oppress.
Oppress points?
There's a way to do this
One rat.
that gets our cake and or eats our cake and has it too. If we now relentless battle,
Yep.
don't loot.
Oh, yeah.
We prowess into 9, loot, and then use the relentless battle to do it again.
We need that. We need a saboteurs.
Yeah, we need to
All right.
sabo COVID planners.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say if we get 5 clearings this turn, in addition to getting 4 prowess,
Now.
I think that's enough to say this is looking like a Rats game instead of an Eerie game.
It's interesting because rats are getting the entire right half of the board.
This is another reason why I was wary of Eerie migrating the way they did, because it created a vacuum
Battle.
that Eerie or that Rats are happy to fill.
Mhm.
Would you like to ambush?
That's funny because Badgers tried to fill it.
Friend, so no.
Badgers just denied the cardboard points from Rats, which is important. Because think that could have been 2 additional points for Rats here.
It's true. But then they'd have to fight 3 things. But I guess then the Badgers wouldn't be there, so...
I
Little calm, my little calm.
Come see, come sa.
move 5 rats over here and initiate a battle against the Badgers. Now, before I do that, start a battle. I am going to be looting. Would you like to ambush?
That is the correct timing. Looting before ambush.
One, I lose one
knife.
I'm
rat.
so proud.
I still
Coffin.
rule.
In the
Coffin,
coffin.
yes.
Which one?
I'm going to take the T.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
So
tea
this is an
time.
interesting question, actually. I don't know how this works. If I get another prowess item mid-turn, does that
Yes.
increase the amount of actions I get?
Sure do.
It does. Okay. So I'm going to relentless number 2 battle here. Would you like to ambush?
Not this time.
Here too.
Finally.
Little bloody.
And birds are still doing well.
And yeah, that is a lot of blood for Eerie, notably.
Mm-hmm.
But this did work out. This narrowly worked out perfectly enough that we can still leave a warrior behind.
We can leave a warrior behind, and we can kind of abandon. We can kind of save our warlord.
The second
them in
battle,
a
I
more
have 2
safe
more
position.
actions.
Yeah, I just
And
Brave Sir Radigan ran away.
I am going to command.
Don't you call Radigan a rat?
Uh,
It's not in his name or anything.
maybe.
Are you? Do you mean advance?
Sorry, advance. Yes. I mean
Yeah.
advance. That's my bad. Yeah. So advance there, number 3.
This was a great turn for the warlord.
You still have
Really,
turn.
really great turn.
I do. There's just nothing to.
They've created. They have the safety wall between them and the Eerie. What are cats gonna do? And there are barely any badgers on the board, and I found a cat.
Moment.
She would not leave me alone today, I want to say.
I wish I could
This
have
is
not
the
left
safe
you
play,
alone
'cause I
today.
guess in theory, the birds could come over here and beat the crap out of my warlord. Don't know if that's in their best interest. Do you have any plans you'd like to share?
Did
Mutuca?
you get your points for clearing off the roost?
I didn't clear the roost. That was Badgers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Maybe bypass you, but I don't know if I will battle.
Okay.
Make her upset. Go get me food.
Well, I am just going to, for safety's sake, do I keep him over here? Probably. Yeah. So,
I
well,
just got makeup all over her face.
Are the cats going to build the hell out of 9, even if there's a mob there? I think they should.
I agree.
leave him here, and that is a little bit of a risk. But it also leaves these strongholds a bit more defended.
Yeah, I was trying to...
A safe play.
Yeah. I absolutely think you should make the safe play. I was waiting for Cat's turn to talk about Cat's position, but this...
I am now going to oppress for 3 points since I oppress 5 clearings. 2, 3, 4, 5. And get 3 points.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, no. We're just super close to the gamble.
And
yeah.
You don't need to set it up yet.
Card.
Somebody else might make it, though.
That's true.
And end my turn.
But yeah, so I think that's a great turn for rats, but it does create a...
Well, then.
It does create a little bit of a vacuum that cats can now come in and fill. This is a great chance for them to take all those warriors that they amassed in 11 and 10 and move some of them out into 9 and maybe 1 and try to pick up that corner of the map. Granted, the more you lessen the defense in 11, the more likely Eerie try to come after it. I don't think they want to, mind you. Eerie would much rather go after 6, and I think cats should recognize that. But you never know when a player is going to get feisty.
I'm not crafting anything. What has been placed? 3 turns. No bird cards yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double move or take a march action.
Oh, we're going to 2 and 9?
Who wins if rats and cats swap the swings back and forth each turn? Attack Cowboy. If the mob tokens stick around, rats definitely win that. Because, yeah, it means Eerie don't get coffin, and it means rats don't even need to bother with actions to go do it. They can go do other things and get the points.
Sure.
If cats take the time to also get rid of those mob tokens, it gets muddy, and it maybe becomes Eerie.
And Beckett, I am used to this, so it's okay. I don't need sleep. Who sleeps anymore? Just kidding.
Build a sawmill out yonder.
I like that.
I do like this.
Moving 2 of the wood here.
Make sure to gain your points.
Here.
Griffin, I would believe that if we didn't have a game at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. on the same day.
I'm pretty sure it's 7 a.m.
Oh, please no.
Pretty sure it's 7 a.m.
7 a.m. and 9 p.m. on the same day.
And then I'm going to build again, moving this way along the line of rule out yonder. Build. Hold on.
So we moved, build.
Get your points. 1, 2. First build.
Yeah, chat. I will be honest with you. The reason it's like that is because we had to lump a bunch of weird time zones together on that day. So it's like it's at 7 to accommodate people who it's their evening, and like vice versa.
I love this. I love seeing the workshop in a place that will burn.
Yep. No, I was about to say if I finished talking before it came down, I hoped that was a workshop, and I'm glad to see it's a workshop.
Weird, 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 weird.
Hi, Kitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 warriors in the coffins. One short.
One
Yeah.
short. So funny enough, if I kill the birds at this point on this turn, they have no roost on board, and I finally get to see
One roost on board.
whatever this action is called. Or if they have no roost, place roost in 3 warriors and clearing with their warriors, which I think would just be awesome for them.
But they do have a roost on the board.
Anyway,
Yeah.
We are not seeing that action.
Discard one, I believe.
Cat's got a full hand.
One thing I want to say, it's sad we're not seeing any item crafts for this Cats, because we got Loam, like turn 1,
2.
and we've never been able to use it.
Discard.
Agreed. Would love to see it, but we might just not be drawing into
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I'm not blaming the player for that. I'm just saying it's unfortunate. It's almost certainly because we haven't drawn the items.
Yep.
It's riskier. All right. So long.
Should have drawn better. Yeah, real skill issue, if you ask me.
And I believe that's my turn. Clicking the button.
Okay. Let's see. Add cards to the decree. I had a fox in battle.
Bumping up the battle.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay,
What do we need?
moving to
Maybe we're picking up the way station in 7 and going after 6.
fox partisans.
Yep.
Oh, you need to retrieve the warriors at 1 point.
That is 9 dudes. You get 1 point.
I am sad to see them not just drag and drop and scatter.
Yeah,
Scatter.
you can just do that with all the warriors, and it's
Yeah.
delightful.
It is
Okay,
quite
4
delightful.
warriors.
Fox Partisans, solid craft now that we're over on the Fox side of the map.
I wonder. Where...
It's interesting because both sides were Fox sides because we had 9 and 12 on one side
true.
and 6 and 3 on the other.
Fox is just a pretty solid suit to have Partisans for.
Yeah, I would agree.
Do the fox move?
We really hate 7.
Uh,
Perhaps we're going after 12, and that's why
I-
we went with the Partisans.
I think that's what's happening.
now do the
Yeah,
mount
yeah.
move.
That's not what I expected, but that's what's happening.
We abandoned that side of the board for safety, but now we want it back.
How many warriors I have? 1, 2, 6.
Unless we're moving through and going back into 9.
How many moves do we have?
Yeah,
4.
6. So
We did the
Draw.
fox move, mouse
I
move,
move. The bird move.
third move, and then the
and
bunny
now
move
the
back.
bunny move.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, we are going for 12.
We're going for 12.
And I will battle
We don't have enough battles to get through, so we're just doing it for the blood.
with the
Well, we might. I mean, if we roll 3s both times, like it's 6 points, so that gets
Okay.
to almost everything.
Okay.
All
Fair.
but 1.
Fair. 3-0.
That's a good start, but unless you wanted to kill yourself.
I will use
Yeah.
the fox partisans.
Oh yeah, with Partisans, you definitely have enough to get through it.
This card is
Alright, discarding Loam to do it. I forgot about...
You get a point.
And
Wow.
yeah, and then I will battle again here.
No ambush.
Okay. Oh, I need to roll.
Well, if you're gonna use fox partisans, you don't have to.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand. Why did we remove 5 things last roll?
I was gonna say, yeah, weren't there 5 rats?
The extra hit.
No, there were 4, I guess.
Yeah, there was 4 rats, so that would have been 4 from the first roll, and we wouldn't have removed
I
the
see
mob
4
token.
rats in the
Oh, did we remove a mob token?
We removed a mob token, and that's why we got the point.
Wiping
was
here.
his- That was his first attack. Roll it 3 something.
Oh, okay, I see. And then the second attack wiped everything else.
Yeah,
Right.
now
Weird.
1 point for the boost. And I will draw 1 card.
It's
Hey.
time.
Good turn for Eerie. That was a much swingier turn than I expected.
Lord out because I kind of saw that coming.
Oh man, a gamble would be great for popcorn.
That
Okay.
That was not the turn I expected.
Where the last saboteurs is.
Yep.
For what it's worth, I think, the statistical majority of the time that those battles end up going that exact same way anyway. So removing the extra piece in the first battle, I think, is basically irrelevant.
Yeah.
They moved away.
But it still would have been nice to do it by the books.
Yeah. But
I
yes,
love the Circle of Eerie that appeared in 12.
Gamble is live for anyone who maybe is walked away from their...
Or just listening and doesn't see it on their phone.
Right. Gamble is
Come
live.
back. Feature addiction.
My card situation's not that good.
Eerie doing great.
Unfortunately.
Rat's doing pretty great. Badgers are badgers, so they're never bad.
Yeah.
Cat's doing solidly.
I mean, honestly, we're all kept up. We're at 13, 14, 14, and 16. That is not very much of a difference.
I don't know what
the Eerie Retinue, the Eerie Decree looks really good. The Badger's Retinue, not as good. But the Warlord has 4 prowess items.
Yeah. But we also just lost 2 strongholds.
We did just lose 2 strongholds, but we still have 2 on the board. I'm just hyping up everyone. And then Cats, they just got extra 3 new building slots. Technically 4 because one of them's gonna burn, and they'll be able to rebuild their 2-level slot or 2-level workshop.
I think it's
hard to argue.
Those boats. You should come work for me instead.
I think it's hard to argue against Eerie being in the strongest position at the moment, but Rats are not far behind them.
No crafting.
I think the edge just goes to Eerie because they have coffin makers and because their scoring engine is a little bit easier than Rats. Oppress is hard, and Roosts are easy.
That is very true.
Yeah.
You have to be present to win. You do not, Xander. No. You can put your gamble in and you'll get the coins even if you stop watching.
But Xander, do you really want to abandon me?
Oh my god. I forgot that I lost a bunch of stuff in my retinue.
Yeah, we're looking at a little bit of a deficit here.
Yeah.
We cannot recover this turn. Just period.
One, two, three. Okay. Bunny move. Bird move. Battle and delve. I will battle delve here. Fetch that.
It's a 3.
Lose this card.
Oof.
Ooh, so many 3s.
Oof the.
Yeah, I mean, that's just unlucky.
Find this better.
I would say we just move 2 back from the Lost City into 5. Just protect it and then hopefully rebuild your retinue for next turn.
That was a 2.
Yeah.
These 2 move back.
Well, now you know the remaining statues or figures are 2 and 1.
Yeah, which for anyone else who was having trouble finding them, it's the one here
Live off the land.
and the one here.
Gather retinue. Yes, please.
Yes, please. Oh, that's a lot of Fox cards.
I just don't know if we're going to be able to...
Should I shift instead?
I understand the want to shift. But I don't know if we're going to be able to camp to really get that recover.
I mean, we have a piece in 9.
We have a piece in 9 and we have a piece in 10. I think we're hoping they both burn down because they both do burn down.
Right, or that Cats just can't fill everything in 9 because there's 3 slots there.
There's 3 slots there. Well, both 10 and 9 burn.
That is not 3.
What's interesting about 10 burning is Cats lose rule.
We're out. We're out.
Yeah.
So
let's double check for dominance, right?
So who's got the Sabo?
Oh, it was eNamorD, I think.
I do appreciate.
Okay, I think we're all good.
I do appreciate the check for dominance before refilling the deck.
Bay in the Bay. Cats are really, really hard. They are, I think, maybe the hardest faction to play well, if not like top 2 or 3.
But you can definitely play them well, and they definitely are able to win. But
Yes.
they are very difficult to maneuver, which is why I have a weird dislike of them.
So fun. Love cats.
In his hand or one?
We'll just ignore that Lily was about to say she doesn't like them.
To muse a little bit, it
Why am I here? You don't want me to talk?
doing a pretty good job of outracing the.
Where's the closed hand?
It's a little bit in their favor for us to just be entirely focused on them and not messing with the birds. So it's possible that the birds have it, and they're about to play it right now to stop the Badgers. What is this? Corvid Planners. Now that the discard is emptied, but
Or they could put it in their retinue and really lock it in.
Just sitting on it and playing coy.
I've been spending my hand every single turn. I can't sit on it.
Yeah. eNamorD is not.
If either of the three of us had it, like we would use it, right? I think. Well, I mean, that's not necessarily true, right? Someone could be sitting here saying, well, I mean, the birds aren't like in that strong a position, so I'm just going to hold on to it. I would hope we're not doing that, but
Right.
either one card. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, like I said, I think my only hypothetical was that the Badgers had it because they were hoping we continue to focus on the birds and they just outrace. But it's also possible that the birds are just the luckiest daggum birds in the world.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start by raising.
No.
I'm going to raise here for 1 point for killing that workshop. If you want to remove that.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I'll raise that workshop as well for another point.
I'm a little sad we killed both workshops. Because now we have to spend a build action to go a 0 workshop to get the 2 workshop back.
That this is not a bad.
I think this was cats recognizing that they could make. Holy
Go to the horde, but it's full, so it's going to be discarded.
No.
That's not
No.
how that works. You can choose which one it goes.
Yeah, get rid of the sword. Get rid of the sword.
No.
Done everything with our mobs. So
We got the point, so that's at least a positive. But we could have gotten the point from the sword.
mouse. Ooh. Okay, are there any mouse clearings to go to?
Yes.
Wrecked.
I don't think there's
No.
mouse there.
Finishing my thought though, I think cats were making the best of a bad situation.
Yeah,
I don't think.
That's not.
there is not.
I think they recognized they could get 1 point killing the mob, or they could get 2 points placing the way station.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And now they don't necessarily have to build workshops ever again. They have building slots open that they can refill. I don't disagree with Cat's choice.
No, I don't disagree with Cat's choice.
I do disagree with Rat's not getting rid of the sword. No, I'm fine.
I will say.
This guy is clearly
No, I will ask. What's the gamble?
out face.
I guess we can look at that.
I don't know. how to-
Distract us.
Anyways,
Oh my. Surprising no one. 2 people gambled 1.5k coins on the Keepers and Iron, 2% of the total gamble. 3 people gambled 3.1k coins on the Marquise de Cat, 4% of the total bet.
now
12 people gambled 21k coins on the Lord of the Hundreds, 27% of the total wager. And 6 people gambled 50.8k coins on the Erie Dynasty, 66% of the gamble.
I find that very fascinating that more people believed in the Lord of the Hundreds, but those 6 people who believed in the Erie really believed in the Erie.
or they do.
Feels like a lot of people
Um,
bet a smaller amount on what they felt was likely but not the most likely, trying to get that that likely hedge, you know.
I know. What are
Possibly.
thoughts here? What do you?
Eli, as a digital player, mostly he likely doesn't know that swapping the items is a thing. I absolutely expect that to be the case, Monte Cristo. I'm not actually trying to give Elivaras a hard time. I'm playing it up a little bit.
Idea? Actually, no, it doesn't work.
That's
But I
a
do think it's a really good point to bring up on my root misconception video that I'm planning.
yes, it is.
Damage while keeping their point scoring lower.
Maybe a problem is that I need my strongholds alive.
I still think Erie are in the best position,
It doesn't fit with your game,
I just am.
but it is an idea.
especially I think Erie are in the best position.
Yeah.
After Rats didn't get rid of the sword.
Certainly an idea.
Go give me popcorn.
Yeah.
Do you want it that badly?
Yes.
Afford a
I'm
bird.
getting heartburn.
All right. I'll go get you food.
Yes.
Being able
As
to-
a reminder for the camera angles, shift 1, 2, 3, 4 is players 1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh,
Shift 6 is the coffin.
okay.
7 is the map from the other side. 8 is the map from this side.
Okay.
Let's-
Bye.
Bye. All right. It's just me now. I kicked him out.
They have a rules question. You're screwed.
That's true. I am screwed. Please do not have a rules question. Okay. Oh, what mood are we? I did not get to see that, and that is something I like knowing.
I've got Rowdy. Super
Oh, we're picking a mood. Ha! Look at me.
I don't think I need to lavish anything.
Nickel, that means they have to know that Guerric wasn't here, which would be also a huge concern.
Like, do I just gun ho into the birds? Or are we too
Like-
worried about the coffin points?
Okay, we can do some counting.
Oops.
So, worst case scenario. Oh,
Nobody saw that. That didn't happen.
You don't gung ho into the birds.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. Fox Partisans makes this brutal.
Right. Like,
Okay, so
maybe we ask cats to police that roost.
we think we're going into the 12?
Call it a day.
I mean,
That seems like a dangerous
I
decision.
mean, if we don't pull a guy, I mean, as much as coffin makers suck, we don't pull our guys on the board. They're just going to end up with more guys next turn, and they're going to go on the attack, and they're going to cause a bunch of coffin points and get more roosts.
Thanks, Griffin.
What do you do?
All right, so they're fighting, wondering how do you fight
All right.
the aggression, and is it with aggression?
Card in the deck.
Oh,
Okay.
you got it?
I have it. Second to last card.
Oh,
But
Okay.
we're like 2 rounds away from me being able to activate it, right?
Yep.
What do you mean? I mean, I guess so.
Well, because it's my, yeah.
Even so, like, let's murderize
Right.
the.
So I'd still rather minimize the damage here.
Well, so here's the thing. If
fortune does favor the violent. Like, the only way to fight aggression is with aggression.
this is a Fox card in his
And
hand, he
they're
is
not wrong
discard.
saying that Erie's just going to recruit and go on the offensive on their turn. So what's the best way to offset that? Is that going offensive on their on
Well, that's
this
what I
turn?
thought. Yeah, it would be a stubborn mood and just
Could
whirl
we
in
just
there and-
evacuate foxes?
Could we just evacuate foxes?
Ugh.
Well, I mean, even with Lost City, I mean, like, 1 fox, 2 fox with nothing in it. There's this fox. I mean, it would take too many turns, I think.
Yeah,
He would really...
We can't evacuate.
Well,
Hey, Billy.
not entirely.
Yeah, no, I became Guerric.
Could come in here and then leave. And then I have just a mob token. So he has 1 safety valve.
Yeah, clearing 4 is an
And-
army. There's a lot going on there. I mean, with prowess 4, we recruited 4 into that clearing with the warlord.
Yeah, no, that's
So, like, we can't underestimate the warlord's
It's not
recruiting
cats
power
that do that,
anymore.
Right?
You want
cats
to
can't get rid of their buildings.
I know they
Which is the-
can't. But
So-
for example, so here's what could happen, right? So cats go right after me. So I walk in here, I smack badgers, and
Right.
leave. Right? Cats kill the mob token and then leave. And then they're forced to safety battle here. And if
Right.
if you abandon that recruiter, that leaves all foxes undefended. And then as long as we clear this.
right.
I really love the idea of clearing out of foxes. It seems like a very interesting way to get rid of the Eerie. And if they turmoil the Eerie, that's a pretty good sign for the Lord of the Hundreds.
Just yet.
Sorry.
Evacuate from where?
Lost City. Like birds get a
Because
turn before me, right?
Yeah, so you'd want
That
to,
is-
you'd have to both of these
Yeah,
guys.
birds get a turn before badgers, so that is an issue.
I think.
I can evacuate here. All right, let's see. I can kill this. 1 action, 2 action. Back these 2 spaces, and then that gives him 1 turn to attacking that space before he turmoils. Right.
Yes. Yeah, because there's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, and then this just dies.
Really sucks for me though, because look at my retinue.
It does. It's just a question of, yeah. I mean, it's tough, right? The alternative is we don't try and turmoil him and just race.
Yeah.
I've gained a different co-commentator.
But he's got such a strong board presence. I
It's
don't
a
know if that's
cattail.
possible. Do we think it's possible to outrace them?
There has been a lot less fighting in the Lost City. It hasn't really been needed. Like, the cats kind of just stood there and nobody really cared about it.
Manageable, probably.
I just don't know if we can anymore. Like, with such a big defense here, and the threat of fox, like this one I'm worried about. Threat of fox part is
Guerric might have turned into a cat.
They also have 8 in their bag, right? So
they're not gonna, like, that's minimum 2 turns away, and it's
well, all cats are perfect, so
We are too close to the end game to be like in 3 turn and
okay. I'm getting a cat.
turmoil from recruiting.
like, here's the thing. Evacuating hurts all of us. So I think we're kind of just slowing the game down, right? Because I don't get a press, cats don't get to build, and you don't get to recover. So it's like we slow the entire game down for all of us to turmoil birds, which I think is probably worthwhile.
it might honestly be worthwhile. But
that's what I'm thinking. I think we slow the game down for everyone, evacuate fox.
That is very interesting.
So with that in mind, I'm going to assume that's the game plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're assuming
We're gonna
fox evacuation.
Let's see. Command. Oh, I didn't choose my mood. Aha. So with that in mind, I cannot be relentless because I was just relentless. So do I go stubborn or rowdy? So we'll move these guys back until I decide that. Go. Stubborn or rowdy? Probably stubborn.
Yeah.
Stubborn is always a good mood. If you don't know what to do, I would just be stubborn.
So let me plan this out. So
in real life too.
Command.
I feel like that's pretty natural.
Right, because I don't need to kill cats is the big thing. Yeah, I don't need to kill cats. That's what makes this possible.
Okay, so we're not killing cats, but are we killing badgers? Is I think what I miss, because it sounds like we're evacuating 4.
Avoid ruling the top left clearing though.
This one?
Yep, that's my evac path.
Good point.
Okay. I love that. I love telling the Lord of the Hundreds, don't go to 1 because that's the only way I can get out of 9.
Command number 1. Command number 2. I'm going to advance the Warlord, number 1, into here.
Gooey Kabooey, Guerric is scavenging for food for me.
no ambush.
Because I
Please no 0-0.
prefer it when
Haha, I was close.
he makes popcorn.
This one, right?
So.
Hold on. Which one?
It was this one.
All right, so we're
All right. I am going to now
eNamorD.
number 2, or not command.
So this is gonna take still a turn or 2 because we still have the mob tokens that we cannot get removed, which is that's gonna be kind of interesting.
1.
Because if we only remove 1 mob token this turn, we still can remove another mob token the next turn, and then we have the recruiter the next turn. So that's 3 turns before we
Okay. So
It smells really good because he just came back, and spoiler, he didn't actually turn into a cat.
Get 2 points
Thank
here.
you.
But
No, Gigi, this is my bowl of
I
popcorn.
don't think it's realistically happening.
All right. So something strange happened. They decided to evac foxes.
Theory is I would come up here.
They decided to what?
Evac foxes.
Who did?
All of them.
Okay.
But
Okay.
there's 3 battles in foxes even with the evac. It's not a plausible plan.
Does not seem like a plausible
I
plan.
mean, you hit
Yeah.
cats, and if you evacuate it, cats still have a place to go, right?
No, wait. I think cats kill each other, and then it's just the one. So maybe not. Cats might kill the mob tokens before they leave.
The
Never
reason
mind.
for hitting
Got it.
a point from the sawmill, it would be for a press, so I could get a 3 clearing a press at least.
Oh, yeah, that's pointless for you then.
But 1 point for the
Guerric
birds.
has considered making popcorn ice cream before.
In order,
Do not tempt him to do it again,
I
please.
need to leave a piece behind, which is not conducive to the plan.
Actually, I did burn the ice cream the other day. True
That
fact.
is true.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I really wanted that ice cream, so we should make it again.
I also really wanted it. I will make it again.
Evacuate.
Yes.
I made salted caramel creme fraiche ice cream, and I burned the caramel.
Evacuate the keep or here.
Oh, that's true. That is true. I mean, Mario is requesting that you keep it clear, but
Right.
I thoroughly appreciate how you said caramel and caramel in the same sentence.
Yep.
So, Mario, how heartbroken would you be if I came up here and attacked? Very heartbroken?
I might never get over it.
It's also a tough question because I don't know if I want to leave. I mean, they have to do a fox battle, right? So they would have to throw another thing into battle, move up here, battle that. Do I want to?
But Billy, I'm the one with the ice cream maker.
She's got you there, Billy.
So I will be friendly and also take this.
That's a good question, Griffin Hawk.
You can. It would actually no. It depends on what temperature you're doing because double broiler automatically limits temperature, so it depends on what type of temperature you're trying to achieve.
Advance, and now I'm back, and I now incite.
I work with caramel a lot, so I was sad I wasn't there to help him make the caramel because then I wouldn't have burnt.
1 point.
But I was trying to make it for Valentine's Day, and
That was at work.
you were at work.
And I draw 1 card.
And I was panicking because it was an hour before game.
And
No, I wasn't panicking, but I was working quickly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
It's been ages. Time is it? Mercy.
Pat, rat turns look really weird when you have 4 prowess items.
They get a little nuts. All right, so
So rats moved in, killed the badgers, left, and now cats need to kill the mobs and evacuate.
we're getting close to 3 hours, I think.
We got
We're-
tons of time. Let's drag this.
I have notifications. Are those important?
Wait a sec.
Did you check?
I did not check. I didn't notice them.
Oh, no. Shaman, if you're watching, I love you, but I'm not checking your messages during the game.
Tomorrow, so,
How many rat meeples are left in the supply? Well, we have 4 in the coffin. And one left in supply.
One in the bag.
It dawned on me while we were doing the last turn that prowess 4 means you get to recruit 4.
Yes.
And I was like, oh dear lord.
Yes.
I'm scared.
It's 4 prowess is frightening. Is this likely to be the longest game of round 1? We broke the record for longest tournament game earlier this round at 5 hours.
And
I don't think we're on pace for that, but maybe.
it's right here. And then craft us a workshop.
McWarmaker, just watch it. Watch it like a hawk and get a candy thermometer would be the best thing. Because if you watch the temperature, you'll know when to take it off.
Oh, whoa, that's Fox.
Wait, sorry, I can't do that. I apologize.
Okay.
do you have enough actions to be able to battle and escape?
I have 4 actions.
Yep, we spent area Emigre.
That was it. Right. So we discarded the blue.
We gold.
We're going to build once, move once, attack. And assuming you don't ambush me, we're going to do that, right?
Do you want to remove wood for the build?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I mean, you don't want to remove wood for the build, but we do what we have to do.
Build. I'm going to go ahead and steal this one, this 1, 2, 3.
Game 9 was the longest. It's in that area. I don't remember if it was 9 specifically.
I know. I can tell you, I was not there for it.
Let's see.
Coca-Cola.
I'm going to skip rolling these unless you want to.
I'm not going to ambush.
If that helps kind of narrow down, I was not there for the longest game.
Give those to you.
I'm sorry, Beckett. I don't drink alcohol.
Your pieces. I swear.
It drinks Coke.
Have COVID.
It's got Coke in it.
Okay. Now I move, and I'm just going to.
Cats getting 2 points from this plan is a pretty good deal for cats.
It is a pretty good deal for cats.
And they got a build, so they got that sawmill.
And the fact that this is about to work, it looks like.
Oh.
And we still are in 6.
We are still in 6, yeah. You're right. This is not working.
Done. Okay, so now
We can't get out of it, but next turn it'll be easy because everyone's gone.
Sure.
But is it worth the 2-turn the clock?
Yeah, doing it for 2 turns is significantly worse than doing it for 1 turn.
Mm-hmm. Had Badgers been able to go first and clear out 6, that would have been different.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a chance this does not get killed. He's actually probably going to walk 1 warrior in there.
Don't say that. That's Waterman's Law right there.
You to walk quick, smack that, and leave.
You think you should have waited to say that until after the turn?
Yeah.
shoot. Yeah.
Understood.
Drawing cards and cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually Waterman's Law right there. Is
Well, it's hard because it's
vocalizing to the table how as eerie to save your decree.
Ask. So,
Yeah,
are you able to accomplish that, Mr. Badgers?
What am I accomplishing? Oh, killing?
Killing that if he only kills one thing. We would just need to kill that and get out.
I should be able to.
I mean, hypothetically, if you can walk over, murder both of these things, and then run away, we can turmoil.
Okay, so I do love that we're having a backup plan. If he just sends one in, we'll still kill it, and it'll still turmoil the next turn.
Yep.
If Badgers-
I love the backup plan.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I understand.
And that's why we kept that Badger in 11.
I got you.
Yes. We planned for this moment.
All right, that's. Oh, I have to discard. Zoom.
Zoop.
Unfortunate, but
In turn. Mutuca.
the evacuation plan required it.
Yeah, 1 point for coffins. Oh, once
Yes.
again, I messed up here. I hate this.
Yeah. Badgers, feel free to take your 2 coffin dudes.
Oh, we're doing double builds.
Yeah, so we're recognizing the imminent threat, and we're pumping up our build column.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I like it.
I think Mutuca's playing a really solid Eerie game all around.
The worst.
With the Lost City open, it's a free build.
Lost City, 9.
7.
Let's think about
7, I think, is our mouse build in addition to 10.
That's-
Beckett, the reason it's good is because we recognize the turmoil is coming. We are accelerating our scoring pace and our building pace while we have the decree for it before turmoiling and losing that.
in here.
Basically, all we've committed to is a single extra build at the moment.
Start them moving.
Because we're going to turmoil on battle next turn on this pace.
The fox one.
You think Mutuca has the last Sabo and is now saving it until he turmoils?
Fox move.
Mutuca's emptied his hand a couple times, right?
Badgers have declared having the Sabo as being one of the last 2 cards in the deck.
And then I need
That happened while you were gone.
Got it.
Badgers claim to have the Sabo.
Got it.
bunny. And mouse. Okay. Now I will battle here for a 0-0. Let's go.
We have enough warriors on the board to really build up.
You have an ambit?
So I'm very curious if we're going to.
Oh.
Whatever.
I'm very curious if we're going to just pump into recruit next turn as well.
I decline.
As Eerie here, do you use Fox Partisans to get the point just because you know they're going to go kill the building anyway? Or do you tax them the actions that require going there and killing it?
I think I text the actions
If you-
just because if it doesn't work out, then I have something. If it doesn't work out, then I have something next turn, so I, again, delay that.
Should I battle here for just for the 1 point? I don't.
And then if it does work out, then I tax them the actions.
Yeah, you know, that's actually a good question. If it's going to happen anyways.
Yeah.
Burr, I sure feel rejuvenated from that refreshing Coca-Cola.
And now we said it's gone.
Yeah.
I'm eating my popcorn much slower than I normally would have. I think I would have inhaled all of it by now.
Coming home.
You don't actually eat it that quickly.
I will battle
Yeah, I do.
here just
Just
to
like take my fist and just go, oh,
explain to your.
like a heathen. Like the heathen I am.
I guess there is less on your chest and lap than normal.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just need to take it.
Alright, killed the way station in 7.
Just to be clear, we're not friends, birds.
1 point. And now I will.
Build twice. We'll score 3 from roosts.
Who's here? Another one here.
Look at this beautiful spread.
And now for 3 points.
But specifically the refreshing Coca-Cola, no one wants that unrefreshing Coca-Cola.
Just racing ahead.
Yeah, so now Erie just are doing a racing game knowing that we're going to turmoil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is very smart.
That was it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Sap,
Well, I guess-
sap.
Yeah.
So now we craft saboteurs, but now we have to wait another round
Camp anywhere.
before we can actually
Will
get
not
rid of
be
it.
camp. Do I recruit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Water, the most refreshing Coca-Cola. Yeah, Pooj, it is not a good retinue.
We have definitely been having some struggles with the retinue.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I'll never count Badgers out because they're just too dynamic and they burst too effectively, but they're not looking great.
Alpha Centauri, how?
I think I do recruit.
So one thing I would have liked to see on the Lord of the Hundreds previous turn when they were attacking the Badgers, I would have loved to see maybe
Okay.
a looters in addition just to grab that item to
Nice.
score a point from it.
Remind
Did
myself.
we miss a chance for that?
Well, we could have looted, but then we'd have to attack again. But we'd have ended up in 8 instead of in 4.
Well, I mean, an option.
Was this the turn I was present for or the turn I wasn't present for?
The
Okay.
turn you weren't present for.
Yeah, I'd have to battle also or pass Birdsong.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Alpha Centauri, that is much healthier. I try to drink very little soda.
With retinue,
Like, I try to have
I go
only smaller things and only 1 per day.
Alpha
At most.
Centauri, that's how I stopped eating meat, and now it's been 16 years.
um
Actually,
clarify,
it's been 18 years. No, it's been longer.
I
No,
just want
it's
to
been
say, I
18
don't
years.
have a soda every day. I'm just saying, if I do have one, I have no more than 1.
target though, because I can't recover them.
That's true.
But like,
Yeah, I've never had a kidney stone. Fortunately, I've heard they are
I don't think
Awful.
awful.
I'll grab it.
Yeah, like it's a
What do you turmoil into after turmoiling God of War? What's your preference?
birds.
That is true. Yeah. Except Cat's got to build.
Uh,
Got to oppress.
I mean, I
Right.
oppressed for 1 point. I don't know if that's really an oppress.
All right.
I think the answer to that is going to depend a lot on how many roosts they take out before your next turn.
No, I'm so sorry.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, Sofnum.
I can't make my way back. Ah.
But yeah, finishing my thought, I think the answer of which leader you go for just depends a lot on how many roosts you have remaining when it comes to your next turn.
Yeah.
You could just send
no.
one dude.
If
I
they,
think in this situation, I would go Commander because Despot doesn't. There's not enough tokens to justify Despot for me.
Comes out.
Oh, great
for me, I'd just be
point.
Just
we're losing
Stay up.
5 points,
Feeling so
but
rested.
scoring 3, so we're losing 2. Assuming we go Despot,
Oh, it's time for Build and Gem.
Waters,
100% time for Build and
Red
Gem.
Lake.
Mm-hmm.
assuming we go Despot,
Glad I
5-9.
picked Mountain Map.
Despot's probably sustainable at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't think I move anything else.
So the answer is probably Despot. But if they don't touch any of your roosts,
Battle delve. Cats, ambush.
and you have really good craftables, maybe you go builder. Or
Cut
if you
those coins. Go builder.
or if
Go
you see a
builder.
really juicy target, maybe you go commander. But it's almost always despot.
Ugh,
Mm-hmm.
makes me
1
sick.
point for me. It's going to be a 1 point turn, I think.
You are doing the world a huge service because birds would win otherwise.
Basically. I mean, birds basically still get their turn, so we need to start hitting their roosts, right?
As soon as they turmoil, we're gonna go to town on the roosts.
Well,
That's
we
my
can go
plan,
to
anyways.
Gonna have a party.
just in every space that isn't red. The problem is every space they're in is red except for like.
Or get in, bite red, and then get out.
Right. Rats can easily go snipe 1 or 2.
No, but it's also like,
If you-
here's the thing. If I clear it out now, I just give them a coffin point and then also kind of remove the point for the roost. So it's like an even trade. So it's like I might as well just do it next turn when they won't get the coffin point.
Beckett X, they actually have done a lot of destroying, but what rats want for their passive scoring engine is clearings that they have pieces in, rule, and have no enemy pieces. So they are incentivized to use their army to go kill things, but they're also incentivized to just go take the lightly defended clearings and take those over. So they've done a bit of smashing and bashing, but they've also been doing it
Here's
in
the thing.
only moderately dense clearings in
Mhm.
order to get the oppressed scoring active, so that they could wipe them completely.
I really want to see birds not win with coffin makers and 2 sabos in there. Decree and of a game. What a ridiculous.
What moods do we have left?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
We can't be stubborn this turn because we just were,
You seem like a
Mhm.
really nice guy, and it's been really.
apparently.
I'm going to destroy you if I have any say in the matter.
So we're down to Rowdy, Relentless, and Lavish.
Well, I have no mobs left, I think.
Pour 1 out for Wrathful, which should be available but isn't.
No, I don't see any
Yep.
mobs.
I still think Relentless is better.
Good. No
Oh
mobs.
yeah. But
Yay, recruit.
if we could
I have
have
a cat paw in my left hand.
if we could have 1 extra option at the moment, that's
Oh,
just
no, not this one.
No.
that's gas.
No, that's what is that? Bag.
Peak.
Thankfully, I avoided the bag.
It's a
Oh my
protected
gosh.
relic, sacred to the cat people.
It does feel like
Start going to town.
a good turn of fate for the cats keep to be on the bag.
Before me.
We got real lucky with our ruin items,
This is the
honestly.
only not red.
Not necessarily the ideal order to have acquired them the way we got them, but the fact that they were the 3 we got were the 3 we got was
Hold on.
perfecto.
Marshal the troops here. This is a little ridiculous. Okay. Gonna be rivaling Guerric's playtest for the sleeping meeples here.
Pro tip as rats, if you organize your pieces excluding the warlord,
Yeah, there you go.
they will not do that.
All right.
See how they
Already.
Stop.
Yeah,
Just start.
Oh no.
we just lost 3, right?
Mhm.
We went back into
Yeah.
the bag.
Luckily, the bag was empty, so we know how many that was left.
We also saw they did it in rows of 3, so
We're good.
Justin, thank you so much for the 26 months,
All right,
man.
well-
That's very kind of you.
That's not in here. It's got to be the warlord. There we go. Oh my gosh, bro! I literally have every rat on the board.
So, if you take the warlord out, do they become they do tighter?
Yeah, they go tighter. They space out based upon the largest one, which is the warlord. So they space out larger if the warlord himself's included.
Okay.
Choose a different mood. I cannot be stubborn. Lavish is, of course, useless. So,
That's a heck of a noise, cat.
What's she making
I
here?
She
am
made
going.
like an aggressive purr, like.
That's because I poked her paw because she forgot
Round.
that she stepped in my hand, and then I petted her.
Do I probably relentless, right? Like I could, in theory, come in here and take this roost out if I relentless.
If you get rid of it, I think it's about equal because they lose 1 point, right?
Well, because here's the
From-
thing I'm worried about is if we don't clear anything, they are going to go to commander, right? And
Yep.
then they're gonna, with that many birds on the board, it's gonna be a nightmare. So I'm thinking I just go for this, and then I probably end up going for this. I'm sorry, cats. because I can't really oppress anywhere else. I can't go to here for oppress. So I'm thinking I go here, I beat down some birds. And then I go here, and then I get my 2 oppress points, is what I'm thinking.
I also don't think he's very sorry.
So we'll go in ranks of 4, I suppose. So we are choosing Relentless. Is that what we're doing? I think we are. We're going Relentless. Okay, gonna move that. And so that was command 1.
Man 1. Okay.
Yeah, so
Now what?
I could Relentless battle. He does have the Partisans, which is true. But is he going to want to spend it? Empty out his deck? Maybe not. I mean, if he turmoils here, he's going to want cards to like actually go in.
It's true.
So
Using Partisans here would...
is it even worthwhile command 2ing? I don't have any. So I could move battle.
Using Partisans would be bad here, because if you're about to turmoil as Eerie, you want all the cards you can.
Relentless. Relentless advance the Warlord into here. I'm in a battle. Would you like to ambush?
No ambush.
3-0.
Brutal.
That was...
Would you like
to use
the Partisan?
No.
All right, I'm in a battle 2. Would you like to ambush?
No. And no Partisans.
Take it away for the point. All right, Relentless number 2.
Careful.
Advance number 2 into here.
Watch where we drop it.
Cats, would you like to ambush? Oh my gosh, don't send them in there. Would you like to ambush cats?
I decline.
You decline. All right.
Did we have 3 rats?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have not lost any rats, and even if we did, they'd go to the coffin, so again,
0,
our back should be
cat.
empty.
You want to move it into the coffin or field hospital? All right. Relentless battle number 2. Would you like to ambush?
Nope.
Two more cats.
3
Be
cats.
aware you might be hitting the threshold.
Possibility.
Can I convince you to field hospital to deny area points?
Real quick question. The wording of field hospitals says that when warriors are removed, you may spend a card matching their clearing to place those warriors in a clearing with a keep token. Do they hit the supply before they hit?
Nope.
Nope.
They go straight
It's when they're removed, not when they go back to the supply.
I will
Okay.
discard a.
Yeah, that one's particularly
Hold on,
All right.
I don't want to say confusing, but it might be unclear to digital
That's number 3.
only players or digital primarily players, because coffin makers and field hospitals interact differently in digital because
Oh, really?
because they have they do field hospital differently, remember?
Part of the birds plan, and now they go for bird dominance or fox dominance.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Your 2
Yeah.
signals there and your
Dumb question, why 1 versus 10?
cat.
We just decided to go after the extra piece of cardboard that cats had.
Oh, also because 10 is a fox.
2 points.
And also because, right, so and that's the other thing, is because 10's a fox, we want to make sure that we can stay out of foxes.
No, which is really
Griffin Hawk, it's more than just the timing. As I recall, the warriors actually go into the coffin until cats decide, as opposed to being like in a
State of limbo.
state of limbo. Yeah.
Egg.
So cats actually, their field hospital retrieves it from the coffin, as opposed to deciding whether it goes to the coffin or supply.
Really gaining anything by moving.
If I recall.
We do not play much digital. That was not apparent.
Yeah, I've done like spurts of heavy play and then not play.
Sort of here, I guess, if birds attack, which I don't know if they will.
I don't think I've ever played a full game in digital with other humans.
I'll just move down. I might as well. With my 4th advance.
Okay, gives us 3 clearings for 2 points of oppress.
I am now going to enter into evening.
Yeah, I'm on zone. It's very weird.
I'm going to incite. I'm going to oppress for 2 points
Now,
and draw 1 card.
as cats, do you give birds a battle so they don't turmoil seeing Lord of the Hundreds where they're at?
Getting where the button is.
Yeah, so that brings up a question I was about to circle back to is, does the table unite against rats? Because obviously we've been against Erie. It's been a 3v1 against Erie. And we're seeing now which of the three are getting the best end of that deal.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, does that mean the deal is revoked?
Exactly.
Yeah, you all those empty spaces and you can't build in them.
For now, next turn though, the builds will commence in earnest.
Right, and here's the thing: is this is a whole turn where cats cannot build, and if they don't build, they don't win.
My sawmills are done. That's a lot of wood.
No, we could
All right. Let's see here.
march into 3 and then 7, build in 7, and then march out of 3
Yes, we could. Yes, we could.
as a fun little excursion.
With the bird card, we could do the same thing for clearing 1.
Whittle down the roost and then move back out.
Cat, that cannot be a secure position.
It's not.
She's like spread out across both of us.
What are we at here?
And she's like hanging on me.
We're at different levels too.
Right, so she's kind of like hanging off my leg with her paws. Yes, the deal has reached its predictable conclusion, and everyone is now staring at the rat army of Doom. Absolutely.
But it doesn't sound like cats are thinking about revoking the deal.
I think this is a place where Mutuca needs to be speaking up and saying, hey, I understand the 3v1 against me. It's only natural. But look where it leaves you. Is there something that we can work out? And it's hard because they haven't really killed enough roosts for you to be in a position of weakness while making that negotiation.
But
The only thing I could really think
it does lead cats to be able to maybe battle in 3.
here, build here, and then consolidate, I guess.
Because like if the table had battled you down to 1 roost,
Wacky idea.
it'd be a very different position where, as Erie, you're like, hey, maybe don't turmoil me. Maybe let's work together against rats now. But the fact that we still have 3 roosts out means that the table can't afford to not turmoil you yet.
Like, move 3, move,
Especially when you're committed to building 2 at
and
the
then
end of
just
every
move
turn.
back.
Yeah.
Kick everyone back if you wanted to. And then you just have 1 building he could take for like 1 point if he wanted to. It's up to, like, saving wood also isn't bad, right? Because it's like, as long as you're able to, I guess, do something.
I want to point out, this is a whole lot of talking coming from Elivaras.
Are good.
The player winning right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so bad that you can't do the only thing that scores you points. The game's not ending in 2 turns.
Or 1.
You're not
Or 1.
wrong. I wonder if I could. No. No.
A part of me is really worried where it's like, oh yeah, you can do that on your next turn, and the next turn just never comes.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't done any math to see how the Lord of the Hundreds could win, but
Bad options.
I've seen crazier things happen.
Come with me, and you'll see.
Because, yeah, you're definitely right. We don't want to leave this open for him. Because if he does get that, it very well could be over. It's what, 5 cardboard? 4, 5? Yeah, it'll be really close. Plus the coffin points.
Yeah. I rule. I have line of build, or whatever you call it. I am going to spend dose cardboard. 1, 2. Build. Sawmill.
What I would have loved to see is Cat say, if you go after those sawmills, I will break the deal with this and I won't make turmoil.
Then
I would have loved to see that.
I will.
I think that would have been a valid...
1, 2, 3.
It's kind of almost a bluff, is the thing.
Yeah. And then
Because you're gambling with.
March.
Because the obvious rats counter argument is if you do that, you lose.
But if I don't do that, I still lose.
You could leave one
Probably.
to potentially a bad roll could, make
It's
get a free point.
That was an accident.
it's that blurry area where.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. All right, this is enough to cause a problem.
It's that blurry area where rats are kind of putting you into a king-makey position.
Rats are putting you in a bad position and getting ahead, while forcing me to stay in that bad position. So of course I'm gonna make the rats. It's fun.
Not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying I think it's on shaky ground. And it maybe wouldn't work.
I'm gonna rewind this.
Gorky, because you didn't bet on anything, I don't know how to answer that question.
I'm gonna take the 4.
Definitely a popcorn type game.
Down.
Given you're literally eating popcorn.
I got popcorn.
Before we do this march action, we go like this. I'm gonna discard a blue card.
Battling the Roost?
I'm going to attempt to attack Mr. Birdo right here.
Do you have enough stuff to move out?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I have 3 cats here.
I mean, move out of the fox clearing if the battle fails or whatever.
Yeah.
You have enough actions for that, right? You move, built.
So move, build, attack would be 3rd, move back would be 4th.
Okay.
We just spent a bird.
As a matter of line of rule, all I would need to do is pull sufficient birds from our cats from here if need be.
I mean, if we're moving out of 3, we rule 11. We're fine.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to do that because you move 3 to here and then 3 to here, but here is tied for rules, so you wouldn't have been able to build.
It's not.
I think we just screwed up when we brought our warriors back because we moved, we rewinded, we rewound.
There you go. Yeah.
So I think it was just a mistake in the rewind.
Okay, yeah, sorry. There was one here already. I moved. Okay, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay.
No, you should contact leader and not leader.
Yes, contact leader.
Defend yourself.
Soon to be seen in Captain America: New World Order by Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
No, what's the company name?
Okay. Well, true. Part of the
Disney.
Disney, yeah, but what's the name of the Marvel filmmaking? Well, I know it's Disney. You goofs.
I get an extra point for the murder. All right.
Is it Marvel Studios? That
Marvel.
sounded wrong.
It is Marvel Studios.
Use my last action, a bird action. Select these guys. Excellent.
I don't have my phone. I can't Google it right now.
All right.
Good turn.
That's it. Good enough.
I do like we were able to take out that roost.
Yeah, I like that. That hurts. That slows the Eerie down. That gives us an extra point.
Right, no,
That opens up a clearing for after Eerie Turmoil potentially.
Mm-hmm.
it's done.
1 point for the coffin.
We managed to do it without giving another coffin point. We didn't reach the next threshold, which is sweet.
It was very good.
Yeah, shame Mutuca. That's the one thing I feel like is lacking in Mutuca's game right now is we're not getting any table talk.
That's it. And moving to
Not that you need table talk to win, but it's Tunnels is a good craft for Eerie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that can really it's something that can make the difference in the right situations.
Absolutely agreed.
Not everyone is Grigula and able to see the numbers without dealing in table talk.
Okay.
That's a joke. Grigula does table talk. This is another instance of using Grigula as an idea for a joke. This is another Wooden Warriors inside joke.
Move the mouse.
There was a recent conversation about Grigula. How do we feel about the keep being adjacent to 6 clearings? Feels really exposed.
It's also really flexible.
Yeah, so you got to think about it both ways. It's exposed, yes, but it's also dynamic and flexible. It's open to other players, but that means you're open to other players. You know, you can move out and do things.
Other players are open to you.
Other players are open to you, but you're open to other players as well. That said, if we're
about coffee makers, so
that's it. If we're going to make it centralized like that, I would rather it be on the Lost City so that we have field hospitals in every suit as opposed to just the one suit.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it more defensible.
yeah, I'm gonna move here.
But I will not deny that.
Okay.
I'm finishing that. I will not deny that sometimes having your keep in the center like that means you just get squeezed and crushed to death. Like that does happen.
Moving 4 wars here.
Okay.
The
Blocking cats.
bunny one.
Smart.
Move here.
And we're doing our builds over in 3 and 6 to keep them away from rats.
We do not have builds.
Anyway.
Oh, we have one build.
No,
we have battle. We're not
we
doing
turmoil
battles.
on battles.
Right.
So I was like, oh, why are we evacuating 7 when we have the mouse build? But I remembered.
You're right.
Battle.
You're right.
We're not even bothering battling at all.
Tabs in the deck again. Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
That was a voice.
I love that voice. You're right. Brain fart moment on my part. We're not building. Not even bothering battling to get a cardboard point. Which is understandable because the only one we really go after is 7, I think.
Yeah.
And we need to roll a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I need to count. Yeah, sorry. I
It's
think
5.
it was 5. Yeah,
It was in fact 5.
that's the problem to play with the digital.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
let's
automatically does it for you.
let's reduce 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think the one thing I would have maybe liked to have seen us do for a battle is kill the rat in 1.
Mm.
All right.
That's my only hesitation about not taking advantage of our 1 battle. Wow, we chose charismatic again.
Probably not.
Perfect.
I gave you so many prowess items.
You gave me 1.
Oh, I still haven't the other one. That's true.
Okay.
Oh, poor Gigi, you have little popcorn crumbs all over you now.
I think I'm gonna.
You shouldn't have sat under me while I was doing popcorn.
Mm.
It's clearly a mistake. I'll brush her later.
Yeah, she needs a brushing.
Or maybe I'll give her a bath. Then
Alright.
she'll hate me.
Now score 2 points.
Going despot.
Oh, 1 point. Sorry.
1 point, only 1 point.
1 point. And draw 1 card.
Alright, Erie down, not out.
Nope.
But gonna be hard to keep up with the momentum that rats have built for themselves.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I'm rooting for cats here.
I'm rooting for badgers.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna do it, but I'm rooting for them.
I just can't betray Gigi by not rooting for
This
cats.
ain't looking good. I think the game ends in 2 turns.
And I don't...
Yeah, not exactly sure how many points the rats will score per turn, but
I do think that the rats' points potential is being shaded by the fact that these players are not familiar with
Like
rats.
99% certain there's no way I get enough points to end now.
Right. I think you get it in 2 turns. Regardless,
That is plausible.
we have to get rid of saboteurs, right? I mean, the coffin makers.
Yeah, I mean,
What else are we getting rid of?
there's no value in leaving it around.
Anything's going to be crafted in the last, like, 3 turns here.
All right. Saboteurs used.
Because I
Goodbye.
could, like, someone goes on the warpath, let's say me, or birds go on the warpath, and,
Did that?
you know, suddenly birds are getting
They saboteured coffin makers.
some saps.
But did the badger leave the coffin
Oh, I don't know.
before they closed it?
Card pile.
Because there was a badger in that coffin.
That coffin plays for keeps.
He's super living off the land.
What's my game plan?
So rats saw they had a path to win that birds could prevent, so no need to go destroy all the birds. That could be Beck and X. It could be that Elivaras just saw they had a plan and a path, and rather than just feed coffin makers by going after birds, they could just play it safe and build their engine and their points. Yeah. Hard for me to say exactly because I missed the last rat's turn.
Right.
So but the best perspective I can offer is from 2 turns ago or 3 turns ago. But
I think I have to recruit.
We definitely didn't want to feed coffin makers too much, and we had the.
I mean, I could craft it. Anyone want the point?
We had the table on our side with whatever plan we did.
Yeah. Okay.
So Badgers have an easy delve for
okay.
the figure in triangulated between 12, 10, and 9. It's either a 2 or a 1, so we could just risk losing the card if we feel that's fine. And then we could use the bird recover to recover both the that one and the 3, depending on what it is. Possibly positioning ourselves in 1 just to make sure it's a safe recover. Or at least we can recover it if it's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Badger's definitely in a bit of a tight spot because we need to we need to end in an area where we can encamp at the beginning of next turn.
Yeah, we've got to get more way stations down.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is anywhere we go right now, we're either fighting through Erie or we're the target of rats.
Agreed. That's why I think regardless, Relic should not be left on the table.
Yeah.
Oh.
They will get eaten no matter what. Luckily, rats don't have Relentless available to them in their turn, but they are still gonna nom.
That's my bird move.
Okay, I think so. We are setting up to recover it, and if it's a 2, be able to recover both.
Yeah.
Which I love to see.
Yeah. It's 50-50 that it's the 2 versus the 1. Oh, so we're fine either way, right?
Mm-hmm. We're fine either way because we went into 1.
Yeah.
We might lose the card that we delve with, but
I can't afford to lose any more cards. So what? Do I just go ham on the Erie? And then leave that clearing empty?
Well, I wouldn't.
If we were going to...
I mean, you're risking not getting rule in Lost City either, I guess.
If we were going to go to Lost City, I would have wanted to false orders the Eries out of there.
Yeah.
If they come up a certain number, you're just going to lose.
Send them to the keep.
You could.
Yeah, just throw them into the keep.
The best bet.
Make cats deal with them.
To be honest, I'm not experienced enough with the Badgers.
I would just burn the card, if I'm being honest. We've got how many cards in hand?
1.
We can replace it.
I think this is about unless you want to take out a roost. Okay, hold on. What is their scoring potential at this point? Like 2 points a turn. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do the work for the brats.
I guess they could go for double build. Go ham. Playing Despot, which means he's looking to pick up cardboard, maybe.
Where did Keepers start? Was it 7, 12?
They started in 7 and 12, yes.
Yeah, this is where those choices of relics, of extra 2 relics, I think really bit us in the butt.
I think if I go up,
I just don't think we got hardline for it fast enough.
I just mean if we'd put them up here
of moving here,
yeah,
we'd be playing a different game.
I would say
I would agree.
Get in the rat's way and don't give up.
This game would have been hilarious with a vagabond.
Cardboard points.
It would have.
All right. I guess I'm wrecking my retinue some more. All right. So.
Okay.
Funny move, bird move.
We are going for the relic.
Battle delve here. Nobody to battle. I grab.
Could be a 1.
It's a 2.
That's 2. I lose.
I feel like every single gamble has been a failed.
Yeah, poor eNamorD has gotten the wrong value relic basically every time. Granted, we have not set ourselves up for success in these cases, but we also have been unlucky.
I think from here I would
1 or 2 behind.
I would actually leave 2 behind, and then use the additional fox move to move
I think
1
it just
from 9
dies
to
to
10.
Warlord no matter what, so
Just spread out.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to encamp in 10.
Well, because we have
But
an extra fox move. So we move 9 to 5 to get the relics in the right place to recover, and then the second fox move we leave 1 in 9 and maybe go to 10.
we bird move from 9 to 10 and then we recover. No,
we recover with the bird.
It's a bunny.
I leave 1 behind here, and then with the second fox move, I send
Okay, we're going down to 12. So yeah, or 10.
So bad, yeah.
I am in sync. I'm just a couple steps ahead.
All right, and then with the bird,
I like that a lot better, for what
to
it's worth.
recover.
See, I knew you'd like my plan. You just have to listen to it and actually agree with me.
Good.
And then I get the third one, and I don't have 3 bunnies, so
The card
this
burns.
card.
Hey, it's a 5-point recover.
Yeah, no, good turn. Like, it sucks that we burned the card from the retinue, 2 cards from the retinue, but it's not,
Live off the land.
Is there a path to victory? No, because we only have the 1 delve after this
Gather
turn.
retinue.
Assuming this even goes into delve.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, what do I do with that?
If we had...
We just need to be able to stay in the lost the lost city.
The game's gonna end soon.
If we stay in the lost city, we're able to do more, I think. Oh, I guess we don't really have a...
If we had 2
Mouse.
delves, we have a path. We encamp the jewelry in 9.
Yep.
We delve the jewelry from there, the jewelry in Lost City. We bring it over. We recover in 9. That gets us
I think
9, 10
I
points.
have to hope that.
10 points if it's the 3-3.
Which means I need to rebuild.
So I would like to see the mouse in... Yep. I think what you could do is you could encamp in the Lost City, delve in the Lost City for that jewelry, and recover it and see what happens. That's 5 points. It's definitely not enough. I do agree that I think we're 2 turns behind.
First thing we're gonna do.
I'm really just bringing it up because I'm highlighting that if we had even a single extra card
Yeah.
in our retinue at the moment,
Yep.
we would be in range.
We would. 100%.
A single optimization in the entire course of the game,
Probably end up being
and we'd be in range at this moment.
analyze what I'm possibly doing here.
Okay, taking a second to figure out what's going on with our lives, and yeah, I understand that. I don't know what's happening with my life. I don't know who I am. If you know me, please send information. How am I doing?
Doing great.
Perfect. It's midnight. I've officially shut off.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
A lot of different.
That's... You okay? You dingus.
I'm just gonna stay here for a second.
She was doing a bit, and then she took it too far.
Okay.
You need help?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm back. Wee. Oh, there's glass down there.
I don't know, DJ thinks she's already on the floor. I don't think she should drink anymore.
It's fair. All right, what mood would you go?
Sorry for the delay here.
Sober.
So not rowdy is what I'm getting.
Not rowdy. No, we were just relentless.
We were just relentless.
So, you know, stubborn ain't bad. Honestly, like, it's either rowdy or stubborn, whether you're
Okay.
going to be aggressive or not.
Yeah.
That's basically it. You have no reason to lavish at the moment.
No.
So, do you plan on going into battles? Do stubborn. Do you plan on not? Do lavish. Or,
Rowdy.
I'm
Rowdy.
going to
We're going stubborn. So, we plan to battle.
craft 2 bags. 4 points and not put them in the horde.
We might have it this turn.
We might have it this turn. I was sitting there looking at those mouse strongholds. Like, is there any dangerous crafting?
Next.
I was thinking about this when we were saboing coffin makers. Like, is there anything we would need to sabo in mouse?
I'm going to...
And I was like, I don't think so. Not even thinking that. Oh yeah, that could just be points.
Now.
You just lost.
2, 3, 4. Okay, gotta stop
Should
doing
have
that.
been
Should have been 5, shouldn't it?
Them a little bit.
Nope.
Through.
No.
There we go. All right, the Badgers are kissing, but we have unfortunately. So.
Oh man, breaking up the Badgers? How dare
Like
he?
the Badgers, would you like to ambush me?
I'm on mute. No ambush, but I don't think we're friends anymore.
Which is the way of the rat.
Could you would say that the badgers are no longer enamored
Coffin.
with rats?
1 rat, 2 Badgers.
Only no rats were stubborn.
All right.
Did we kill one anyway?
Warlord number
We
1.
did.
Move into here.
Yeah, we forgot we were stubborn.
We're stubborn.
I'm going to battle the Badger. Would you like to ambush me?
No.
Having one final moment because they know it's coming.
1
Stop.
rat.
Stop killing those rats!
All right. Advance the Warlord number 2 into here.
Oh, I wonder if we're going for clearing
Like
2.
to ambush
I
me.
think we are.
No, thank you.
Poor cats.
2, 2. Oh wait.
Yeah, you
I forgot about
are.
stubborn.
Yeah, you are forgetting.
Well,
you
I
are
already.
still-
Yeah. So I only need to remove 1. I'm gonna keep the fact that I lost that guy there.
Or the
I
other
forgot
guy.
about it. That's my bad.
We did roll, so it did get locked
Take
in.
that back because I deserve it.
I deserve it.
I'm gonna advance again over here. Would you like to ambush me?
Go ahead.
All right, don't need to roll. You can take it off. I will take 1 point. Okay,
I'm not bleeding. It's fine.
and now I am going to.
2, 3, 4, 5 clearings.
I
5 clearings is
advance.
3. If we have 1 more advance.
We have 1 more
I'll
advance.
advance back to here.
Command, advance. Yep.
And I press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clearings for 3 points.
All right, we're just getting in range.
Yeah, we're just shy.
Not going to incite. I am
I
going
mean,
to draw.
there's no way we don't have it on the next turn. Is what I would say if that one Lord of the Hundreds didn't get stuck at 29 for 3 turns.
Yeah, no, don't say that. You can absolutely stop Lord of the Hundreds. Does it happen in this case? I don't think so. But it can happen. Don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby.
I guess no one's in possession to stop rats.
No, there's no. It's just need to
Well, cats can
shoot your
probably spend
rats.
all of their actions battling.
But getting rid of their strongholds doesn't do anything. They still recruit 4 with the Warlord.
Yeah.
And getting through all of that Warlord stuff with Stubborn is
No, I mean, you
not-
basically have to board wipe rats.
Yeah, I just don't think it's possible with a
I don't.
freshly turmoiled Yuri.
I do not think it's possible.
I was very serious when I said you should maybe keep the Yuri alive.
The problem is then they just win this turn instead.
Blaze of
It's
Bull.
fair.
And that's one way to stop the rats, but not the desirable outcome
No.
for
No.
badgers and cats.
So I'm just gonna play this straight.
I mean, this has been a good game, though. I want to point out.
Absolutely.
There.
I think Mutuca's played a really strong Eerie game.
Um,
Cats have had a really tough time. Badgers have really, really tough time. They're hanging in there. They're still competitive.
I'm just forming a wall. Don't mind me.
I think Elivaras. Has played a really solid game, taking advantage of some above the table dynamics.
do is play it in digital and on TTS. Is setting up all your armies in nice, like choreographed positions, like they're truly going to war, and your mice look scarily over their shoulders, and the cats are scheming, and the birds are just angry at everybody. Move
As they
around
do.
just the charm that you miss out on playing it. And, you just get the lighting just right and take pictures and you post on your Instagram. And you're like, David, this game is so cute, so charming.
I swear you won't be mad at me at the end of it.
Can you teach it to me? No.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give me the point. Move there. Just one march. I rule that space. I spend 1, 2, 3 wood to
Sawmill.
build a mosaic, sawmill.
You're starting to feel Badgers won't win.
2, 3.
I don't know, Beckett. Holds in there. I think it still can happen.
3. That's 1, 2, 3 points. Whoops.
We dealt for that relic.
Drag these guys back home. That's all 3 of my actions.
Game did speed up. I don't think we're gonna hit the longest game.
No, we're about to hit 4 hours
Click end turn.
on stream, which means it's about 6 minutes away from 4 hours of playtime.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do much.
Including the draft.
Yeah, including the draft, which is part of the game.
Which is part of the game. You're right.
Never be able to hear.
You know, the slow warlord play looked weird to me at first, but clearly it worked out well with heavy board presence. I don't think it was slow warlord play. It was just standard warlord having to fight through cats being everywhere and handling Eerie on their doorstep, God of War on their doorstep.
I will say, if you look at just like the points over the rounds, this doesn't look abnormal at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a slow warlord at all.
And that's it.
Like it's been long in terms of real time, but in terms of game length, outside of the chronal aspect, it's not an abnormal length.
Draw 2 cards.
Looks like Mutuca's just did a quick turn.
Yeah.
Didn't have much to do, honestly.
The turn after a turmoil.
We're a brand new leader.
Oh, the handmill made it back around. That's funny.
Still wouldn't have been able to do anything, I think.
A brand new leader that doesn't have battle.
All right, so let's think about this theoretically. My retinue is trash. But
Good start.
I could get column bonuses, get jewelry,
and win.
Yeah.
Factually.
We are 1 card away from that.
There's a way to do it, though.
If you pulled the 2, yeah, in a hypothetical universe.
It was time well spent. It's been a very good day.
Don't rule anything, and there's look at us all. What have we become? What has this game done to us?
So I would still try to maybe get the 1 column bonus in camping in.
Use after in Discord chat later, but because the birds had coffin makers, it turned into a big old race that was just played out too quickly. Like it should have been a slow, grindy brawl to the finish line between the birds.
But we stalled long enough for the rats to score consistently.
I will say it's very interesting how Coffin Makers is a game warping card.
Yeah.
Sort of all tried to put pressure on the.
No, I mean they're you don't see it as much nowadays, but
had to stop birds and had
a year and a half into Underworld meta, some people were really sick of it. We're like, this is too game warping. I think we should get rid of Coffin Makers and replace it with something else in the deck.
I do remember that time period, actually. Not that you reminded me of it.
I figured out if I stayed here long enough, I would be wiped out. That's why I moved.
Yeah.
And with my move, I scared everyone. That was the problem.
Yeah, I think you actually played really well. But let's go ahead and
Yeah,
patch
let's just wrap it up. Okay, I'll just go out
shut
and
down
first.
Unless you find a way. Badgers are miracle makers. You can get 10 points.
Yeah, I think maybe in a different world with a slightly different retinue I could do it, but I don't think I could with this. Because
With only one relic to recover, it's I think impossible.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So instead, I'm gonna encamp.
Yeah, Pat. If they had just a single more card,
Well, put down the jewelry.
they have a shot. Well, actually, maybe not with getting wiped out of 9.
I will use.
They might need 2 or 3 cards now. But yeah, the
Lost City.
2 delves, they have a shot.
We have 5 to 6. Is that? Do you think we'll be able to?
False orders.
Well, false.
Bird song. Cool.
Yeah, we have false
Okay, we're
orders.
still good. We're still good. Okay, I forgot about that.
How would you like to use false orders?
The rats.
Yeah, we're just gonna go eat 4.
Like to move them?
Let's move them over here. Yeah.
I'm surprised. I wasn't
I
expecting
can't
that.
even get through everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Orbital planers, right?
Oh right.
I can't get through all of your.
Yeah, you can't battle through everything. So if that's the case, I would just go for the Eerie and 10. I guess we just want to go out with a bang.
Yeah, we're just doing a thing. It's at this point when your game is lost, you can't really make rational decisions, so it's hard to fault doing anything.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair point.
So we finished the game the way we started it.
With an ambush. Oh no! Too bad that wasn't our first roll, because that would have been great turn 1.
Moves. No fox recovers. Live off the land. Gather retinue. And draw. GG.
All right. Okay.
Do we end with the Relentless? Or do we lavish away all of our items just to really show
Yeah, lavish them all away for dominance.
So, raise, nothing to raise. Recruit. How many rats do I have? 3. Just gonna recruit them all at the Warlord. Why not? We are going to anoint. Nope. Choose a different mood. Relentless. Yay. Craft. Nothing to craft. Command the hundreds. Let's see. How many clearings do I press? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's guaranteed, right? I'm not a monkey. 2 points. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. A press for 3 to 4 clearings is +2. Okay. Good. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to...
You do have to do Warlord first, Pat. Correct.
1, 2.
Warlord, then
I want
Strongholds.
to make sure I'm not being an idiot and missing this up. So we're going to 1, 2, command. We're just going to skip all our commands and advances. There's no point.
Yeah.
It's already been a long game. Incite. Nope. Oppress. 4 clearings for 2 points. And
That's the game.
Rats off to you.
GG.
GG, friend.
Good game all.
Good game.
Thank you, guys. Excellent game.
Good jobs for your first Badgers and Warlords, though.
Yeah, it was great, everyone. Great game. Congratulations, Elivaras, for the Rats victory. Thanks, off. I can't talk. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing all of you in the next round. Thank you so much. And everyone watching, I look forward to seeing all of you for our next game tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. So we will see you then.
Cheers.
All right. GG's, guys.